Welcome. I gotta get some better. Welcome to Asian Adventures with Jim. I started about a half hour early, 25 minutes early. Tiring day, but good day. Today's going to be live. It's live stream Thursday. I did a little one this morning. It was up at 2 a.m. I actually did some filming at work, so I'll do a video with some filming at work. Not much. Oh, Neptune. Yeah, it's been a while. I figured I'd do a live stream, getting the itch. I want to head back over to Asia. Work. Weather's been a little bit rough, but it's okay. Good day today. Been up since 2, did that small live stream. Worked out, did the live stream, then worked out again, went to work. I'm kind of beat. That's why I started early. I was almost going to cancel. What happened to the Cambodian? Like I said, we were just friends. She's probably working. A lot of the people in Cambodia work. There's jobs over there. There's a lot of jobs over there. You got to remember Filipinos. I met a lot of Filipinos that were over there working. A lot. Vietnamese, people from all over the world, Russians. But a lot of Filipinos working over in Cambodia. Been training, losing a little bit of weight. Got to get, getting skinny. This camera's not adjusting good though. Oh, you came in from Samar, Philippines. I've never been. I've never been there. I think I've watched some videos on that, but for me, look, I'm not knocking the Philippines. It's just there's too many islands to travel. Flying into Mactan, Newtown's nice, but flying into Manila and then catching, you know how it goes. Sometimes the airports are down. You got to take a boat. I don't care for that anymore. For me right now, I like Cambodia because from there I can get to Laos, Vietnam, Thailand. When they open up the border, that'd be great. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, jump on the scooter, man, and just head right to Thailand. But I do know a back way. I could cross into Thailand. It's just if you get in trouble over there and you get your passport, it's not stamped. I found another road there in Cambodia because the Cambodians, it's weird. It's like they still kind of own the property. They have businesses there, but the border's here. And sometimes they're sleeping. I got a video out there where I could definitely cross. It's just if you get any complications over there, then caught in Thailand without that passport stamp, probably get in some trouble. Yeah, sorry, I had to start early because I'm kind of beat, but we'll see how this coffee does. It's instant. I was too lazy to make a pot. It takes too long. Wait, you're just... why is this blocking? You're just honest like Matt. His channel is Raw Rant. You know what? I did see one of his, or a couple of his. Well, we're all unique in our own way. But yeah, I did see a couple of his. Honestly, I haven't been watching any videos on the Philippines anymore. Laos, Vietnam, not even Thailand. I got a good story. I got a good buddy, Chris, and I'll give you a shout out, Chris. I like that video you sent me this morning. I met him in Cambodia, great guy. And he went over to Siem Reap and he was over there for a while. Well, then he flew into Bangkok and he went, the only reason he didn't like Cambodia, he likes Cambodia, but they didn't have a McDonald's. He likes his, burger from McDonald's once in a while. So he gets to Bangkok and, he gets a burger and he walks out and he's talking and he passes this lady boy girl or whatever. And he's not even looking at her. He's talking to his phone to send a video to his friends. And she ends up slapping him, blasting him in the side of the head. And hamburger and he's you slapped me. It's yeah, that was a good video, Chris. It's funny. I got to see if, yeah, I don't know if I could post that. Yeah. as he was telling me, I need to come over to Bangkok. But yeah, I got to get some better glasses. You said Cambodia has very, yes. I'll go well, go shell. Yeah, listen. Name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay. I think this is what they do in Cambodia. It's the #1 easiest visa in all of the Asian countries. If you want to fly right now, you just do the e-visa. You can get the visa on arrival, but why? I think you pay $5 more. You'll get it back in like a couple days, and you're going to want to get the e-visa because then you don't have to leave the country. If you go in on the tourist visa, you're only allowed 2 extensions. Then you got to go over, jump on a bus. You could hitchhike or fly out of the country, and you can come right back in. But if you get the e-visa, then they'll process it. It depends on your age. If you're 55, then right to the 1 year. I was 54, so I got the 6 month, and then which will be up in July, and then I can extend for 1 year. But if you're 55 and over, I believe you can get the 1 year right off the bat. I could be wrong, but so you start off with the 6 month. It's like 100 something. Yeah, and you don't even have to go to immigration. You just go to the travel agent. You can Google. You can ask some people around there. I actually have a travel agent. I should post it in one of the videos. Actually, I do. I got a video out there. The visa. I show the, it's got the phone number on there. You don't go to immigration. You don't want to. Why? You're going to hand them your passport, 2 photo IDs. They're going to go take it. You know, they'll put you on the work permit, whatever they got to do. It's a done deal. Promise. Everyone does that. You're correct about the visa. I'm planning on retiring Siem Reap. I will do the 6 month there. And then the 6th, yeah, Neptune. Yeah, like I say, I have it right now. I don't want to give you my pass. I mean, I would show you guys it, but it'd be up. It's July something. I started off with a 6 month because I was 54 years old. And then the next one I can extend for a year. And then it's $295 a year. Come on. You don't even have to go to immigration. I was in a town. My first extension, you guys, my very first extension, I was in Koh Kong, 6 hours from Phnom Penh. You have to go to Phnom Penh if you want to go to immigration. So I asked my buddy Renee, who has Renee's Pasta and Grill there in Koh Kong, where you rent scooters, you got rooms you can rent. It's good to stay there for a couple days. You get to know him. He's got a great little restaurant. You'll meet other people. He can give you the ins and the outs. He says, no, I got a visa guy. The next day, the visa guy meets me. The guy was on time. All right, maybe 5 minutes late. 5 minutes late. And I was there a little bit early. And I handed him, I already had my 2 photocopy IDs, passport IDs, this, and he didn't even want any money. He said, you can pay when I bring it back. Renee was going to send them through their ABA or whatever, and then I would pay Renee. Yeah, and it was maybe, because I'm 6 hours away, probably 6 days later or something like that. And passport done. Maya Main Coon Adventures. Hello. Sounds like a channel. If it is, I'll check it out. Phil from Big World Cinema took a bus to Cambodia to Vietnam for around 48, including lunch. Oh, nice. Well, I went to Vietnam on a bus with nice recliner seats. We didn't have lunch. They gave us snacks, you know, with the big TVs and internet and the bathroom for it's either $12 or $15. I think 15 with the one with the bathroom. You're 55, so I plan on getting the retirement visa, Neptune. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like Renee told me. He's been there 11 years prior. This guy's from Switzerland. Great guy. He's been in Cambodia, I think it's 11 years now. Maybe it's 8 years or 11 years. No, 8. I think 8 years, but he spent 11 years in Vietnam. He said, Vietnam's great. But he had like a girlfriend there, and they had this business, whatever. He came over to Cambodia with some friends, and he ended up getting this business and took it over, and it grew. And then he bought or rented the one across the street, and he's never left Cambodia. He said he just told me they're unique. But he did say Vietnam, Cambodia's got good food. Their food's really good. Not saying Cambodia's food's not. He said Vietnam was just a little more fast-paced. Cambodia's more simple. Everything's simple. And I was there. I mean, I'm doing 7 years in the Philippines. I'm telling you guys, it's got all the Western amenities. I mean, is it perfect? No, but it smokes the Philippines. I got to stop talking about the Philippines because there's no comparison. No comparison. Yeah, gyms, USD, yeah, go to well. They got some really good gyms. I should have went and blogged some better gyms. This next time around, I know how to edit now. I know what the people want. I've been doing research. I actually wrote this stuff down. Not that I'm copying. I'm copying the format of other people's videos, but I'm giving them different content. You know what I mean? The music in the beginning a little bit, but still uncut, raw. I'm going to actually put some effort in. So we'll see how it goes. They got international gyms in Cambodia. Just beautiful, kind of like the Lifetime Fitness here in Michigan or the Genesis, you know, where you got the cold plunges, the saunas. Yeah. You know, I went to a couple decent gyms, but I'll tell you what, the hotels I was staying at had pretty good gyms. One thing, hey, in Cambodia, I don't care where you go, you can find a hotel for $40 and under with a breakfast, a good breakfast, and a rooftop pool. I mean, you can even give them for $20. You can even work out a deal. Probably 18 at the 110 residence. Because Agoda was being goofy. You go to book on there, and it was still cheap. But then if you paid them just at the front desk, you could get it a little bit cheaper. So I don't know. It was kind of weird. So I just started not booking on Agoda. I would just go in and I would check, and then they would give me a better deal just paying cash. So, but I was blown away with the infrastructure, tons of hotels, good gyms, the sidewalks, temples in the middle of the city with nice parks. You know, I haven't been to Siem Reap, Angkor Wat yet, Koh Rong Island, but Koh Kong, I could get to White Sand Beaches in like 10 minutes. Maybe it was 15 minutes, a nice little ride on the scooter. The boulevard's going to be done there. And what's funny is the boulevard in Koh Kong is going to be nicer than Dumaguete. You know? But the boulevard in Phnom Penh, I believe if anybody's been there, you can correct me. I think it's like 1.8 kilometers long. It's cool. It's there's a lot of Americans there, or just not Americans, expats that have their own businesses there that are, you know, a lot of people over there teaching. It's cool. And if it is hot, I wasn't there when it was hot. I'm sorry. I got a subscriber that said, you know, Jim, you didn't tell me it was hot. I wasn't there when it was hot. Cambodia does have 4 months where when I was there, it was perfect nights, cool. You know, I don't even think I really broke a sweat. Maybe 1 or 2 days, but not much. Vietnam. Oh, wait, hang on. Follow Brando's channel name has a great video in Cambodia. I think yeah, Neptune, I think I got him as a subscriber. I subscribed. Vietnam is great. However, they do not have retirement. Exactly. Like I said, Vietnam's visa's messed up. I heard Thailand. You know, I don't even care about Malaysia. I'm telling you, it doesn't take 2 and 2 to figure something out. You know, when I was been going back and forth to the Philippines, like I said, I'm not a beach guy. People say, go over to, you know, Palawan now, or Baguio over in Luzon, where it's cooler and it's mountainous. I get a lot of information. I get a lot of people tell me, oh, it's a waste. It's hilly. You know, I see videos on it. I'm like, it's just the same old, you know. Thing is with the Philippines, you'll see these views For example, in Bindoy, they got these steps. You go down and then you got this, it looks like a beach area. Those steps are so steep, so dangerous. And then when you get down there, it's like coral. It's seashells. It's rough. It gets deep right there. It's, it's all rocks. I mean, very, very steep steps. And when I got there, I'm like, this is a shithole. But, people with 4K cameras, they're doing these views and it's like, oh, it looks so cool from far away. But when you get there, you're like, it's just a freaking rat's nest, When I went to Cambodia, man, it was like, I don't think I ever had I didn't have a bad day. Even when it was raining, I could go in a tuk-tuk. The tuk-tuk is covered and you're not getting wet. They have areas where they pull in, just like my buddy Renee said. And if you're out there listening, Renee, I'll see you soon. It's simple. It's laid back there. It is. It really is. Nobody coming up asking for money. Oh, go Pringles. What's up? You're going to get me going on those Pringles. Oh, yeah, Lifetime Fitness. Yeah, I haven't been to Lifetime Fitness in a long time. I was almost going to be a personal trainer that they pay really well. Trainers, you get trainers in my area, Troy, well, the Troy one, or we got Plymouth, Novi. I think it depends what you're doing. Anywhere from like maybe 40 to over 150 an hour, you got to pay for a personal trainer. I'll wait till I get older. If you guys don't know, I went to National Personal Training Institute here in Rochester, Michigan. It's the only licensed, basically fitness, personal training, and nutrition school that you can go to. Because a lot of these trainers might do 4 years of college, but they're not learning training or anything. They're reading some books, this and that. And then they go take this ACE exam. I got that too online. This is an actual school. It was actually kick butt. From everything, just training different clients, different people, sedentaries. What am I going? Man, I can't. Well, if I don't get hit by a car, by God's grace, and I don't die, I'll definitely be over there all next winter. But I'm planning on doing something here really shortly, because I got to extend the visa. But I might go over into Laos or something. Maybe Vietnam. It's going to be a short trip because I got to get back here. We got a lot of work down the road. We'll finish up these. We're on the first building. We'll start setting trusses. It's a 5-unit building. Then we got 2 more 5-unit buildings. I think we can get those done in about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. We'll see. I'm about ready to book a flight now, but we're short-handed. Oh, you recently a day on, a day off, massive games with that rest day. Yeah, George 007. Yeah, whatever works. I was doing, man, I'm getting skinny. I think I'm back down. Well, you guys, if you've been following the channel, I crashed the testosterone, so it just finally kicked in. I had to go to, it's called Game Day. There's 400 facilities around the United States. We got 2 here or 3 here in Michigan. Game Day TRT, or hormone replacement therapy. Oh my God, are they expensive? You're talking to get 140 milligram shot of testosterone a week, $250. And then every 6 weeks, you got to get bloods done, which is another $250. So you're talking $500. I go in there and I almost walked out. $450 I go for, they just sent it. I actually got 5 mils of testosterone. So I got to do 0.35 every 3 days because I'm not doing every day right now. So maybe they gave me 6 weeks, but still $250. I know I can go get a whole bottle of tests for good top notch from buddy at the gym, stuff from like Germany or, it's coming from England or wherever over there. Like $80 now. But yeah, working out. I'm gonna go on, I think, one body part. I'm gonna go on one body part a day, but no rest. So if I do chest on Monday, I might do 25 sets of chest. And then the next day, let's say if I do back Tuesday, then Wednesday legs, then Thursday I'll do shoulders. But on back day, I'll throw hamstrings in. Obviously do some hamstrings on leg day too, just to warm up. And then arms, bis and tris, and then abs every 3 days or so, and then start it over again. So maybe every 5 days, I'm hitting the body part because I'm getting older. My joints, I'm out here framing. But I do want to put on, I'm going to build these shoulders up more. And the calves are starting to come around. Calves a little bit, and the shoulders, obviously quads. Oh, George, you've been hitting those cheese danishes. We had a company come out yesterday, and that sells lifts and sky tracks, and he brought a whole bunch of pizza, Guido's pizza, or not Guido's, something like that. And I didn't eat none. I just stuck to my. I've been doing a lot of chicken thighs because it's got a little bit of fat, and I just mix it with the rice. Or sometimes I'll put it on this organic bread and just use mustard. I've just been doing this organic. I get it from Aldi. Man, the prices are going up. I'll tell you what. I eat the same stuff. I buy the same stuff. I used to go to Aldi, and 1 week you might spend $50. Next week you might spend 80. Now it's 80 plus, 80, 90 every week. At least eggs are down, I guess, but I'm not eating a lot of eggs. Been doing the egg whites. Yeah, Billy Bat's mother's kitchen. Once you turn 65, Jimmy, a lot of Medicare plans cover the gym memberships. Yeah, I heard that. But this is the thing. If I plan on retiring, and I got to do some research. If I plan on hanging out in Asia, how do you get a medical plan? They ain't going to cover you. Even if there's times I kept my medical, I'm paying $5. It depends. Each year it goes up. When I first met Dexel, maybe it was 400 something out of pocket, and then it went up to 500, which covered me. Doctor's visits, this, that, surgeries. I just didn't have optical eye, or dental. Just the major stuff. I go in, I didn't have to pay out of pocket. It was covered. And now I'm up around, they just quoted, I can get it affected. It'll start next month. It's like $529. Because the medical insurance through the company, it's not very good. Just be careful on Laos, since it is against the law to be that your wife. They enforce the law. Answer the question, Billy. Oh, you don't like my beautiful kitchen? Where do I miss the days when you get 3 pounds of bacon? So back in the days when I worked 33 pounds of bacon. Oh, 3 pounds, George? 3? Oh, you could get 3 pounds of bacon in a pack? I haven't had bacon in a long time. The last time I had bacon was when I did that carnivore diet, and I would do a little bit of bacon here and there. I'm not really no, bacon's good. I just can't have bacon now. We got but anyways, this coffee's making me getting a little bit of a sweat. You know, I can't keep dwelling on the past though. All that time and energy in the Philippines. Oh my God, man! I knew I was in trouble a long time ago when I finally went over there. I'm like, what? No driveway? Or they call it a right of way. I'm like, what the hell? I can never have a car. And I remember the guy across the street, Filipino. He owns a gas station. Oh, you can park your car there. Yeah, right. You know, park it there, and then they're going to hit me with a bill, and then they close the gates. No way. But it is what it is. But I have, you know, Cambodia has, I'm going to really research, buddy of mine too. They have a lot of, they got apartment buildings and stuff there that, you know, there could be 20 or 27. He shipped me a one that showed me 27. These buildings for rent. They're ready to go. Maybe some need a little bit of paint, but very nice. You can rent them out and take it over. But you'd have to have a pretty big channel or something networking where you could get them filled. You know, see in Koh Kong, those apartments I was staying at, when I got there, it was booked. And I was lucky I got the apartment on the corner because I got two sides. So I could see the main street. I'm on the third floor. It was great. When the bombs went off, the missiles, everybody scattered. It was dead. I was the only one there. Then they have the big guest house across the street. It kind of looks like a hotel. And maybe there was a few people there. And but everybody scattered. I heard that the place is not full, not even close, because all the Filipinos were living there. They were working for the online gambling casino, but the casino moved. And I know Cambodia's like kicking a lot of those places out of there. So that's the thing, location. They're in Siem Reap, 27 apartment buildings. I believe, I don't know if they're 2-bedroom, 1-bedrooms for sure, but you're talking $3,500 a month. You got 27 units you could rent out, and it's a beautiful place. I've seen the pictures, but I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying there is opportunity over there because it's growing so fast. Neptune, you use any peptides? Yeah, I used to. I need to get on some right now. If I could do, I need to. I'm just telling you, like, I got a lot of bills here. And, you know, I went to the Philippines and it was just money, this, that, you know, booking the extra flight to the Philippines. Then, you know, you guys already know that was a clickbait. Somebody bought me the scooter. I bought that scooter. But if I could use some peptides right now, I am. I'm going to order some. I don't know if I can say the name right now because it's a really good, legit place. BPC 157 injectable. And that for sure. And maybe the growth hormone peptide helps your body. It starts with an S. I can't pronounce it right now. But you got to do it at night on an empty stomach or it's not going to work. And sometimes I do like to eat. And even if it's eggs, high protein, just egg whites, but with some hot sauce. But them peptides work really good. I was hoping to get them from game day, but dude, they're peptides. I was looking at the sheet, and for me to do like I can get a bottle of peptides that will last me. The one bottle, I think, if I'm doing the BPC 157 at the lower dose, 250 microunits or something, maybe 1 month, like $80, $90. Maybe it's 100 now. Maybe it's 120. I don't know. Dude, they wanted like $700 for 1 month. Then on top of the testosterone, I'm like, what the hell? Like $900 a month? I go, $900. I know where I can order and get a bunch of GH kits, test that would last me a long time. Fuck it. It's a ripoff, but it does work. What kind of cardio you? Oh, car. See any peptides? Well, I I've said this before. I don't drive. I own my own business, so I had everybody picking me up. I have people that pick me up. I will be getting my driver's license soon. I put it off for so long. Long story. I'll be honest, a long time ago, long time ago, 25 years ago, you get it revoked, drive to work, had my business, just back and forth to work. Then I had a guy that worked on my crew. I let him take the truck home. He moved downtown Northville. That went good for a long time. Then I drove for years without a license, and I said, I'm going to stop. And then after the 5-year revoke, from a long time ago, the couple drunk drivings, I had to go on was on a breathalyzer. I stayed on it for like 7-8 years. I was just lazy. You got to get all the papers, this, that. Long story short, I messed up on that, and long time ago. This is long it's been. And COVID, I was going to go and get it back. I'm in the process now. I go next week. I got to go where they do the drug test, and you got to hand in your letters, and I'll finally get it, because I was planning on moving to the Philippines. I had my business partner live right down the road, pick me up. Never had a problem getting to work, and we would train at the gym. I never had a problem. We'd even stop. You go to the store, whatever. So, like I said, I have issues here I let go for a long time, because I'll be honest, when I'm on a roll, I get up in the morning, I'll do cardio, I go to work, and I work out and I sleep. That's it. And then when I have my own business, I got to go over prints. I got to bid jobs. I got to, because we're doing custom homes. I go over the print each day. We got guys, 5 or 8 guys working. I put 100% in. I don't know what you guys mean about the house. That's her house. That house will never sell. It's never been surveyed. Even if it was, some of these bloggers over there that live by me in the Philippines, their houses will never sell. You got to know somebody. They don't sell. I see houses on the water, they take years and years. I don't know why anybody want to buy in the water, because the erosion. And then you get those, you can get a fault, an earthquake, sucks the water in, it comes back. I just seen where we live in Tayasan, when they had that typhoon came in and the waves got so big, it came in and sucked out a lot of the houses, sucked them right into the ocean. That house I built over there, I'm not even worried. It's done. I knew when I built it. You got to remember too, I knew when I built it, earthquakes happen over there all the time. It withstood a typhoon, but an earthquake, I don't know. That's funny. No, I don't. Yeah, but that lease we had, you got to remember, a war came in, so they're so cool down there that they broke it. The owners left, and they had called and said, look, we don't know what's going on, and you might want to get out of there. They did, but I stayed, but they allowed to break the lease. Cambodia is cool. And there's more there. I know the guy there. I'm in contact with them. WhatsApp. They got a lot there that are for rent still. He did. 157 did nothing. You got to be careful. I got a guy at work that says he's doing the BPC 157, but he bought it on Amazon. It's fake. And if you're doing the pills don't work. Your body, it just doesn't get into your system. When it digests, you don't get the effect. You have to do the shots. You just pinch the skin. You'll just pinch the skin like an insulin. Put it in or you can get the BPC 157 or the TB 500, and you can actually put it in, or especially the TB 500 if you got joint problems. No, it does work. It helps with gut health. You got to take it for a little bit too. Give it a few weeks to kick in. I mean, you're not gonna feel like muscle, like you're gonna build muscle. Just a better well-being. the joint's not as hurting. It does work if it's real. It does work. But if you're buying it on Amazon, it's fake. I'll just say Lepent 163. I didn't look into peptides there because I'll be honest, I didn't want to have to sit there and, I was already doing a little shot of test every day. Well, over there, I think I was doing a little more than a little because my workouts were great. You can get testosterone there, good testosterone. You can get testosterone 1 amp. You can get 1 amp, 250 milligrams. Let me readjust this. 1 amp, 250 milligrams. You can get $4 an amp. Yeah, because they had a package of 3. You get 3 amps for $12. But the Bayer, Bayer testosterone, that stuff was anywhere from 2 different pharmacies, like far away, like I think $11 and $13 somewhere in there. But that's a strong. It's a good brand. There was another brand. When I first got there, I went to this other pharmacy, and all they had was a Cestanon 250. And I don't want the short acting, but it's got the long acting. I did pick up some just for emergency. Yeah. But I got to look into peptides. I'm sure if you go to the gyms there, maybe they could order. I don't know. I know the one lady, when I was in Kokong, I asked her about some other stuff, and she found it, and she said she could order it, but I think it was coming from Thailand. But peptide should be. I don't know why you would put the address out on live. But open the 3rd area house in the Philippines is cool, though. Yeah, kind of. We got open BP 157, TB 500 together, 1 hour apart, separate bottle, sub Q. Yeah. It does work, especially, like I said, especially if you have an injury, it'll work really good. Oh, we got that. $38. Dubliner. You know what? I haven't. Hey, well, thanks for sharing that. The Dubliner. I never got his number for WhatsApp, but we were talking Messenger, and I deleted. I forgot. I was going to get a hold of him. I might have to connect my Messenger. It's the only way he can get a hold of me. But yeah, he's ready to get out of the Philippines. And matter of fact, I think I'll have to hook up the whatever you call it. Hang on, I don't want to miss. Peptides should be cheap in Asia. They could be, but like I said, there is. Cambodia is known too for some fake medicine. You just got to watch. A couple guys told me they were doing the 1 testosterone, and then they said he had to do like 2 amps. And I'm like, well, if you got to do 2 amps, why don't you go in and get blood work? Because it's cheap there. And then, then if it's real. Or maybe you're taking so much that your body gets accustomed to it and you need more. Your receptors get worn out. But we got but yeah, the Dubliner he wants to work. He just says, I think in his country, Ireland, There's not a lot of work. I don't know. You know, he's down there in Manila, and you know, it's chaotic when he steps out the door. He built a house down there, and I believe it's being rented out. As a matter of fact, I will. So if he's listening, I'll get back on Messenger because I did. I actually got a lot of friends on there I was talking to, but I'll be honest, when I first got back here, I had to work on my license. I let so much shit go. You know, I had shut down when I was living in this other area, Grand Blanc area, and we were building out that way, Fenton, Grand Blanc. We'd even go out towards Milford, but I was really booked down in that area. I did what I had to do, not like back in the day when I had a bunch of framing crews, lived downtown Northville, all these trucks, you know, crews. This is after I had a partner when the economy went bad. I met this guy on the east side. We became friends. We were splitting business. But I was driving to the east side an hour and 15 minutes, sometimes an hour and a half in traffic. It depends. So I met this guy. He's an ex-trim carpenter, but he's a good carpenter. And he had his son. He actually had two sons. But the one son, so we had these small houses. I hired him, and I kind of gave a 60-40. So he's making good money. And then he lived on the way, so he was very dependable. So he come pick me up with his son. There's a lot of times we're building houses, just me, him, and his son. Then he had his other son that would come out. Once in a while, we had this other guy that would come out, but you just did what you had to do. Dude, I work. You know, I did a video today, kind of, but I'll be 55 this May. Man, I freaking work. And it's starting to hurt, but I don't know how to go slow. I'm just quick, cutting, whatever it is. Now, sheeting the roof, the main roof, no. In my ankles, but like the valleys and stuff, and where you got to do these lay-ons and stuff, I'll still get up there. But when it's, you know, framing walls, doing drops, this, that, stairs, fucking quick. Go, 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 go. You know, these younger guys even, and I'm not trying to brag. I get these younger guys like, wow, you're so in shape. You're like, the Mexican, you're good, you're quick. And I'm like, but I've been doing it 35 years, you know, it's what I know. I still love it. You know, I still got a plan, the license, like I said, everyone doesn't realize, you know, what I did for Dexel. And I let so much shit go. I worked. So COVID, that guy ended up going back to a union job. Me and him lasted about 2 years, and I knew he was going to go back. And they got his son in so he could add more to his union pension. It was COVID, and I was helping out a buddy actually running a crew for him. I did a few houses, and then I hammered him. We went to school together. We were kind of partners a long time ago, and he screwed me. And I took his whole crew. I told the guys, look, I'm starting up. And the builder we were working for, they liked my work. I actually framed for the builder. He was kind of a young guy, and they had 70 houses in there. They bought this property up, and it sat because of the recession there in Holly. And I told the guys, look, we'll finish this up, and I got the next house. Well, that's where Dan, or I'm not going to say his name. That's when I go, no, I got it. So either you want to come or you don't. I'll give you a couple bucks an hour more, and we'll come up with something. And during COVID, I formed a company. I remember having to call the bank. The LLC was nothing. And I got a partner because I was dealing with the Philippines, and he was not a journeyman carpenter. Paid him very well. He came in every day, but that only worked so long. You know, I'm doing all the work. But when people, you know, people will say, I don't have this, or you can do anything you put your mind to, you know. I don't let anything hold me back, but I'll tell you what, it's time to get that frickin' driver's license. And that's another reason I was kind of like, man, it would be nice to open up some kind of business in Asia. Obviously not in the Philippines. It's not going to work. You don't even need a license down there, you know. Go there, just, you know. Like I said, I guess I got too excited, And just like when I went over there and the store, I handled the build out. It went so quick. I grabbed a couple guys. It was organized. We gutted that building. We jammed it out in 3 freaking weeks. Right off the bat. I mean, when we started gutting, I'm down there getting on the window guys so I could order the windows and the front doors because it was big and open. There's 6 a.m. every morning. Of course, the radio going. Going down to City Hardware to get materials, and it went so good. But that was great because that's what I love to do. I know how to run guys. I love it. But the business didn't work out. The business did not work out. Yeah, you guys, the honest reviews. Yeah, no problem. No one frames like the Amish. Now, there's Amish. You got to remember, they use a lot of guys. We build big customs. I was taught, we start with, I got that thing on my screen. When I do a custom house, there's a lot of math. There's trusses, rise and run. They don't know none of that. They just kind of build to the print. I build from the trusses. So I catch the truss companies making mistakes. There's pine lines. You got to figure out where the pine goes. So the first thing is you got to see where this pine map, works around the house. You got headers. Just because it says it's a 2x12, maybe it's got to go up one plate. You got to establish a pine line. A pine line is the drop. I can take the total run and we got to add up. Maybe it's out for brick, 4 1/4, plus you got a 16-inch overhang. You're going to add all that up. You got your fascia. You want it to hit half on the fascia. So you'll take the total run, you multiply it by the pitch, divide by 12, minus your heel, add your stuff up. Boom, that's where it sits on the wall. Or I could do it by the tangent, there's all kinds of math, and they don't know that. We could run 5 guys. We could do a 2,500 square foot house. 2,300 square foot house that's got pine. The pine overhangs, the gable, the valleys, a porch. 5 days. No, they can't. We used to put houses up on the weekend. They just run a lot of guys. No. Michigan put out some very good fast carpenters. The radius stairs and stuff out of wood. I could do those, and I haven't done a set in a while, but I don't know, 6 hours. They'd be there for days. 2 guys, they'd be there for probably 2-3 days. I've seen it, and then they got to tear them out because they don't understand the math. Everything's math. House is built to the trusses. But no, they're all workers. Anybody that's out there working, I give them credit. We I think down by Ohio, there is quite a few Amish. We got a lot of Mexican crews now. There's not many. Well, first of all, here in Michigan, carpenters, local 1, 2, 3, 4, residential union it's still there, but there's only a couple crews. Back in the day, there was hundreds. 687 commercial is huge, but I can take you right down the street. They're probably still working. It's the Mexican crews. And I'm not to knock them, but they're building for cheap. The custom houses, let's say it's a small custom. Maybe it's 3,400 square feet. You got a 4-car garage, 2 16-foot garage doors. Maybe you got the 18-foot. Dormers, I'm going to start at a base rate, the base rate just to frame the house, let's say $12 or, then you got the garages you got to add, for each garage, could be, I'm going to add up the square footage. Maybe there's another 20 grand there. Then you got the dormer, you got curved overhangs, you have a goofy stairs, every window anywhere from 50, 75 to $150 to set the window because you got to install the windows properly now. Pan ceilings, goofy ceilings. You got to charge for all that. Then the total square footage might come out to, maybe you're at 20, 25. It is what it is. It's never been built. But some of these track houses, 2,800 square feet, the builder kind of says, oh, you know, we're doing a base rate of $10 and we'll give you just this much for the garage and we'll buy your nails. Yeah, screw that. It's goofy over here now. Amish work 6/12s a week. Yeah, some of them do. See, we didn't have to. See, the thing is if you're working hard, I'm going to do some videos. If you watch the way I work, we used to work 7 hours a day. We worked so quick and clean and efficient. You know, that last hour, don't get me wrong. When we were younger, sometimes I did jobs after hours. You're younger. The guys are just going to come in tired. They're working slow. We boom, 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 and had a light. You know, the lumber companies, they know, a lot of them know my name, the guy I learned from. We've been around still. A lot of these lumber guys still come around. They're just a lot older, the lumber salesmen and stuff. But I'm not knocking them, but Michigan put out, we had woodcraft carpentry, Michigan carpentry, you know, high-tech carpentry, who I learned my apprenticeship from. Rick Bear and Dave Hoppy, some of the best. They originated from Mastercraft, Larry Brown, Jim Pennybaker. So many companies. I'm talking, we built, chopped up the wood. We put all the shit on the walls. It's cut right when you lift it. You're just tying in the corners, you know, not putting the shit on later because none of them know how to do it. I'm talking some fantastic stuff. The siding on, back in the day when you could. Now it depends what kind of material you're using. But yeah, I'm getting older, but I still love it. I might start doing decks. I don't know yet. I might run a web page. I got a company. I can just go and they actually have enough work. They go out and do it, and then you get so much. They actually get paid pretty good. It's my own company. I'm just kind of subbing through them. They got the job. You know, they kind of know what we want per square foot, this much per railing, this much per a step. You know, a lot of times you're doing these steps with Trex. It's $100 a step. A railing, you know, $120 per one little set. You got lights. You got the fascia board. It all adds up. Decks are nice. But like I said, it's I don't know. I look back, I thought the Philippines was a little bit different. I thought that store would be a little bit better. Thank God, because I wanted a 7-Eleven. Somebody else got the 7-Eleven. That might have worked. But I would have been stuck in that town around those relatives, so I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. It's not, I mean, like I say, I would have never known if I didn't try. And now I know. I've seen it. I studied it. Something just came out on the Philippines. They're leading for houses and condos, the most expensive out of all of Asia. I seen it on, I think it's a guy called Asia Now. He posted it. You guys will have to go watch it. It was very interesting. And it makes sense. You go around and some of these condos, they want, I'm like $250,000 for this condo that's like 50 square meter. Maybe it's 46 or 53 square meter. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's too much. It's tiny. I know when I first got to the Philippines, Mactan Newtown, they were around 40. These were used though, but still around, yeah, you could get right around 40 for a one bedroom. Now, I don't even know. Well, I kind of know what they're charging, but for the new ones across the street over there, they're ridiculous. I think for a studio, they wanted $126,000 for a studio. No. Cambodia, if you want a studio, you can get them. I mean, a used one, but newer, you'd have to check around. Maybe 50,000, 60. It depends. It would have way cheaper than in the Philippines. There's a lot of videos. Jim using a green screen. I don't know what you mean with that. Oh, Viking son, you need an addition in Brighton. Would you be interested in quoting it? Yeah, I could. Viking. Yeah, I used to do, if you're in Brighton, we did that sub for, I used to I framed for a lot of builders, but before I shut down and went to the Philippines, I worked for Mitch Harris. If you're in Brighton, you know Mitch Harris. He's one of the biggest. He basically owns Brighton. But we were doing, he's got a lot of subs, but we were always doing the big houses over there by Mount Brighton. He's got a sub over there, the big customs. We did quite a few in there. And then he had his other sub. He had a couple subs we were working, but we used to do all his big customs. Yeah, you can, if you check on my YouTube channel, I posted my my email. So if you want to, yeah, I'll quote it. And like I say, I got a lot of trades. I know all the trades around the area that, you know, trim carpenters, flat work guys. If you don't have those lined up, you know, that's the biggest thing is, you know, it starts with the foundation. Then you need the good carpenter. You need all the trades to be good. Yeah, but Viking Sun, yeah, no problem. Hit me up. We can kind of see what it is. If it's a large, yeah, I can always put guys together. We'll see. Maybe it's one that can just be put up on a weekend or a couple days fast. A bigger job. If not, I can put you in the right direction. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'd bid it for sure. And Viking Sun. Yeah, you can actually go check out some of our work. The sub right across from Mount Brighton ski slope. I forgot the name of it. We did a bunch in there, but you can look at the one. It looks like a castle. It's got when you come in and when you pull in and you come around, there's a big ranch here. It's got like a big bonus room. Look, it looks like a pole barn hooked up to the house with this big porch. When you come around the corner, there's this house up on the hill, and it's got the garage has got this big curved overhang. Comes out 4 foot. It swoops all the way. It's a double 2-car garage. It's got the dormers on there, all the curved overhangs. But yeah, we man, I think we built that in 6 weeks. And we built it, it was in the wintertime. Or early spring, we were still getting snow and ice. I think I came back from the Philippines a little bit early, but yeah, we do some good work. That's one thing. Make sure we do a decent job, a good job. We're good with the pine and the overhangs and stuff. But coffee gave me a little bit of energy, breaking out in a little bit of a sweat. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I was doing those live streams in Cambodia. I didn't realize because the war went, or the missiles, and then I guess it was kind of war by the border. I was doing a live stream every day, and then I looked back. I was like, wow. I think a couple times, 2,900 views, 1,000. You don't make, you know what I mean, much. They say it's monetized. I don't, you know, whatever. Now I have to see, I do a live stream and it's not as much, not as many people. Mike, I got this. I got to figure this thing out here. It'd be easier to read off a computer. Something I'm using a green screen. I don't know what a green screen is. But anyways, I think it's been about an hour. I might start doing some live streams just on Thursday because I don't got much. I got that other channel I was gonna do, but I'm telling you, there's not enough time in the day working out. I am getting footage every day from the time we started the building, setting the steel. I'm gonna put like one total video together and speed it up so you can see this 5-unit building go up, and probably gonna take an hour and 20 minutes because it's going a little bit fast paced. You know, glimpse, here's us doing the steel, laying out this. The walls come pre-built from the company. How we assemble 5, 6, 8 trusses together, bulk them all up. It's pretty cool. It actually goes, you got the right guys, it goes pretty quick. Actually, really quick. So anyways, it looks like it's dying out here. Thanks for the, again, Oh yeah, and the Maven. Hey, thanks for the coffee donation. The Maven, no, I need to. I just been. I'll kind of end with this. I got back. The weather was cold. My RA was flaring up. I started working. We had a lot of snow days, super cold days, muddy, nasty days, rain days, and yeah. Man, it's been a while. Sky Red. Yeah, I almost canceled today. I got that energy again. Like I said, I got up at 2 in the morning, did some cardio, cooked some chicken, some rice, and little I forget what else. Then I did a live stream this morning just to communicate, and then I got done. I worked out for 45 minutes, and then I got ready for work. 8-hour day, came home, shower. I was gonna do another little workout, but I got rest. I don't know what you're saying, Scamper. Are you getting? I don't know why I got this little dot here in my way. Oh, there we go. Am I getting a Sheila to help teach you the language? I don't know what you mean. A Sheila to learn what language? I'll never learn Filipino, Tagalog. Well, you got to remember, there's so many different languages there. Bisaya, Tagalog. Manila or Luzon, which Manila is the capital, would be Tagalog. Negros Orientals, Bisaya. You go to Mindanao, I don't know. I'm not interested. Cambodian, Kalmar, no. Just words, hi, bye, thank you, or something like that. I mean, you guys got to remember, I learned a big lesson. I don't need to be talking to somebody that serious because I'm not going to be doing right now business over there. I mean, it would be nice to open up some kind of gym over there, but it's got to take time. I can't afford to. Yeah, I should do the story out there. When I started a fitness gym, gutted that whole building, 5,800 square feet. There in Fenton. Flew over to Chicago with the equipment place, ordered that, gutted the place, had it all ready. I mean, basically just had to finish off the bathrooms. The front was done, started pre-sales, equipment was coming. That's another story. I mean, it's actually not funny. Just I can't keep taking hits. I should say doing stupid shit. Oh, you're I'll just say Edison, 2 a.m. now. Where are you at? If I'm 6:36, hang on. Or 6:38 here in Michigan, I believe it's Eastern time. I'm pretty sure you said what country are you coming out of? Because what, California would be ahead? God, I'm having a brain fart right now. Because I know the Philippines right now is the same time, just morning. Then I think Cambodia is obviously morning, but they're still, it'd be almost like daylight savings time, an hour behind the Philippines, I think. Oh yeah, I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning. But you got to remember, I went to sleep at probably 7 o'clock. Yeah, I probably fell asleep at 7. I'm going to be up later. Listen, I wouldn't normally drink coffee, but they're talking. We don't have, usually on rain days, we'll frame a basement. We're doing condo buildings right down the road. So people will they'll buy a condo and then later they'll go, oh, we want our basement frame. So we'll go in there and we'll knock out the basement on rain days. We don't have a basement. They're talking tons of rain tomorrow, but you never know. So I figured I'll do this because I was, this live stream, I scheduled it and I'm like, man, I want to cancel. So I made some coffee. So I'll be up. We'll see. Sometimes I can fall asleep. I'll take some magnesium. But no, I get it from, it's hereditary. My brother was a carpenter for quite a while. He still works. It's not so much in the trades. He works for the lumber company now, but up there in the office doing prints and stuff, takeoffs and stuff like that for the builders or for their company for the builders. But me, my brother, father is go, go, go. I believe my father now is going to be 84 years old. He's in great shape. He doesn't stop. He just goes. Back in his prime, I remember when, God, was he like 50? Shit, I think he was my age right now. Retired from Ford Motor Company. And he was helping me with my company. He was doing my payroll. Then he'd work on the job site 2 or 3 days a week too. And then my brother started his company because we had like a recession. I got out of it and I started doing remod. And then my brother started up. And I know he was helping my brother. He just goes. He's not afraid to work. Well, it looks like it might be dying out here. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good, though. It's cool doing a live stream, though. I met a lot of good people. I actually had to get on the Messenger and get in contact with a couple guys out there. A lot of guys out there. I forgot to get their numbers where we could connect on, like I said, WhatsApp. So I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a live stream this weekend. We'll see. Who knows? If we get a rain day tomorrow, maybe I'll do one tomorrow. We got to talk about something cool, though. I got to think of something. Some cool stuff that I did in Cambodia. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's first time being in the country. I wasn't accustomed to it. I just don't want to go out there and have a camera. And as I started doing it, I noticed the people driving by and smiling, and but it took a while. And it takes time to talk to yourself in the camera. It's not like I sit here and practice. I'm learning the camera, the different settings. You can have that camera set and you're sitting there, you're doing a video and you look like shit because the settings ain't right. You're like, I don't look like that. It's goofy. I'm on my phone right now and it's if you got better lighting, it like works better. Because the phone's got an AI built into it, I guess. It's just my phone doesn't have where it's got the rock steady. So if I was blogging with the phone, you get a great picture. But I think the iPhones have that. Maybe there's an app for this phone. I just got the Samsung. It's an Android, so I don't know. But with the DJI, you got to learn the settings. And like I said, this is new to me. But I am. I'll do something like there's a couple other guys. Pro-life traveler, like it's not rocket science. Find a video or a guy that's doing good and kind of see what he's doing and do the same format, but change it, you know, it's just different stuff. Like you said, I'm in Cambodia or, you know, but, and then throw some twists in there. And, but I do got to write out, you got to kind of have a plan. Like I say, you go watch somebody else's video, write it out, go get the clips, edit it, put it together, and then post it. You know, when I was in Cambodia, I just kind of, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I'm not no Joe Rogan. I'm not no blogger yet, but I will put some effort in. Why not? You know, I wasn't really, practicing the editing. I know how to cut now and clip and add music, and I learned a lot of stuff. The biggest thing though is when I was over in the Philippines was trying to get internet downloading. That sucks. The internet there, man. It's you can't download no 4K videos. 4K just that would take 8 hours to download a 12-minute video. I swear to God. At least where I was at, I'd have to jump on the motor scooter, whatever you call it, and drive down to the park where they had a better signal, just so it would download faster. It's weird. I get that at the house here sometimes too. The internet's goofy. Well, guys, I think I'm going to have to cut out. Getting tired. You know, it started off this morning. It's been cold. A couple days ago, it was 10 degrees in the morning. I think at like 1 o'clock, it was 17 degrees and then a high of like 25. This morning was 49 and it went up to 75. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be rain. We'll see. A high of 49. But then we got Saturday, Sunday's going to be nice. Monday, all next week, 70s. So Dorian, or what does that say? Dorian TDY. So you were going to go down the vlogging route in Manila, but I think the market is saturated with expat clogs. Yeah, it could be. You know, the Philippines has got so many bloggers over there now. I've already learned. I've lived there, so I don't really want to watch unless I knew the person to help support the channel. I already know enough about the Philippines. You know, am I a little bit resentful? Maybe a little, but yeah, I'm not interested in the Philippines. But you never know. Like I say, come up with something unique. I mean, I already know, like, I mean, for me, every city has got the same, they sell the same street food, you know, the kids running up, crowded. Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to stick with one niche and just stick with it. You know, like some people do hotels, showing different hotels and like condos for rent. But then I get it. You want to kind of mix match. I don't know. Like I say, my channel, I don't make, you know, unless you get some brands. And I don't want like Filipino Cupid or whatever it's called, that when they promised me, and then the visa, it was like maybe $150 a month and then a percentage off of both of them. At first I said no, and then I'm like, hey, you know what? It's money. But then I'm like, no way. I'm not going to promote something that I never use. So I didn't really fire him. I just didn't do any videos. And I think they sent me a message and I just blocked them. I told them I'm not interested. But like getting some kind of eSIMs, something I've used, or like if you're doing DJI, but obviously got to learn how to use the DJI camera better to promote it. But I do have, I've been using the Philips Noroko. It's the body groomer. It's got a handle so you can shave your back. For us guys that I grow hair, like I could turn into a bear within 2 weeks. But I'm like, how do you fit that in the body groomer? Like, you guys are watching a nice video. Nobody wants to see me shaving my back with this thing before and after. But I've been using that thing for like 20 years. It doesn't cut you. Because especially if you're in Asia and it's hot and, you know, it's humid, I don't want to be all hairy. It's itchy. So You pick up a brand like that, they pay you good so much a month, and then you get a percentage. The brands is where people can make money, big money. I got a friend that's got a good channel, and he makes real good money on the brands. Yeah, I don't know, but like I say, if you don't try, you're never gonna know. So, so you ditched it going in a different direction. Yeah, I don't know. Um, like there's so many cooking shows. I'm actually a good cook, like for making healthy foods, but I don't know if anybody's interested. And then you got to present it better. I could do it. You know, it's like blogging. I could do some good blogs, and I'm gonna this next time. I'm gonna put in 100% into editing and kind of have a story, not just talk here and do this or that. And see if it takes off a little bit more, then I'll stick with it. If it doesn't, then I'll just do a video here and there, one a week or something, to say hi to the subscribers. And then who knows, you can always sell your YouTube channel. Like, here, I got 8,000, or I don't even know how many I got. 8,500's been stuck forever. And I blocked a lot of people because they were really, when you're married to a Filipino, she'd be reading all the comments and this and saying some, which it's YouTube. It's no big deal. I don't take anything personal. If somebody wants to talk really bad, I just say thank you for the promotion. But there's enough's enough when you're starting talking about like the step kids and they're young and they're being perverted. That's when you got to get rid of them. A lot, probably. I don't know, kind of over 3,000 probably. Sometimes I might have messed up. I don't even think they were talking about me. It was the wrong person, because I didn't realize with the replies. So I apologize if I did. I don't know how to I'll have to go in there one day. Werewolf. Yeah, werewolf. You're right. I'll look at Mighty American behind you in the kitchen, Jim. Love it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Brent. Man, it's been a while. I missed those live streams, though, over in Cambodia. I was having fun over there. Get up in the morning, up early. I'd go for my walk, go buy the foods just to have those meals. They were so good. Hit the gym, go jump on the scooter, and travel, and then come back. It was awesome. Cool nights. I heard it's hot there now. I guess it depends where you're at. If you're in the big city, like any city, I'm sure it's hot. I just can't believe just how beautiful the roads were. So many, there's different waterfalls, temples. You guys, if Cambodia, you can go over into the mountains. They got wild elephants, I guess. You could, I wouldn't want to run into a wild elephant, but you could obviously get somebody that could take you, a tour guide. That'd be kind of cool. They got this Cambodian bear, equivalent to like the black bear here, but a little bit different, kind of a little bit different looking, all kinds of cool stuff, but, yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Now I'm kind of rambling. I'm getting tired. I'll finish off a few comments. I'm lucky that my partner was an ISCOM student from Manila, so she's very savvy. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what, in the Philippines, the kids that just school, man, they do a lot of hours of school. I think they do like 8 subjects a day. Manila's different. On Negros Oriental, my stepkids had 8 subjects a day, and then college is very intense. They do a lot of schooling, but there's a lot of stuff they don't do that they need to do, but they don't. Like a lot of these kids, they don't, because a lot of them will never use it. They don't even know how to use a debit card or a charge card. Obviously how to balance a checkbook, how to withdraw money out of the ATM, certain stuff like that, basic stuff. But it is what it is. A lot of projects that are meaningless. Meaningless. Yeah, you're right, Dave from Duma. Oh, yeah, he's back. Cool. Yeah, I know. Stay away. I might end up dead. Yeah, I believe it now. Yeah, but you got that right. They do a lot of school and they don't learn shit. I know. A lot of wasted projects. I've seen it. The teachers there coming late. I've seen this too. Like s the parents know the teacher, and their kid that's in school with that teacher isn't smart, is basically kind of failing. They give the teacher money, and for some reason, that kid gets high honors, the smartest kid out of the class, and everybody knows that they're not. And then they can get like college paid for. It's like I said, I know there's corruption here in America, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. I just, oh man. I was talking to the one guy today. He's actually one of the foremans. And, he had his issues, like he was never married, but his ex-girlfriend still calling here and there. Like, I know I left and it's been years. Like, I know I left my ID over there. And he's like, you don't have your ID over here. And blah, blah, blah. And he's just bitching because, over here, a lot of the women are on drugs. And he was saying something like, she just wants to go get prescription from the doctor or something like that. And, now, man, now I'm having a brain fog. What I was going to say. Holy moly. I'm getting tired. My eyes. God, I'm having, oh, it was good too. Like I said, I got that CRS. Can't remember shit. Holy moly. So yeah, we were talking about that, and it was about, oh my God, something in the Philippines. What happened to me, kind of. Oh well. The thing too is, I'm not, there was a lot of good times there because I was in that honeymoon phase, I wasn't there long enough. But, even this last trip when I went over there, I lasted, 50 days? I had to book in the morning because, let's just say, she just started getting goofy, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. Yeah, the drug addicts, yeah. The Philippines, when I was there in Dumaguete, I mean, there's drugs everywhere. I know here in Detroit, they could be in my town right here, but obviously Detroit, Flint, any major city. But I remember on the boulevard there in Dumaguete, there's a couple of those, the new place now they got down from, it's that new area they opened up. They call it something, and you can go in and there's all these different restaurants, but it's outdoors. And then they got that little band, and then down by the race car something where you can eat little. And I remember seeing the bartender, her eyes are like, and I'm like, I had a couple. Then I'm like, what the hell are you on? And she's all, and then after maybe a couple more drinks, I'm like, are you all right? I cracked up. I did this joke, and then she came clean, and she's on drugs. Shabu, they call it. Shabu or crystal meth or something. And then I start looking, and I seen a lot of them down there. Oh, Peter Wilson, man, it's been a while. I remember when you were, yeah, the gas prices down in the Philippines for sure. But here, not so much. I think we're at 370. Yeah, down there, can you imagine if it skyrockets anymore and people quit riding the motor scooters? Or the city would be dead. It would probably be nice and peaceful. But no, people will probably start stealing. Oh, the Philippines may run out of gas in the next 30 days. That would be different. I would like to see some videos then if that happened. With all those jeepneys going and the buses, people to get around. I mean, that would be terrible, but I don't know. I'm just, my time. It's not the money so much. I mean, whatever. The time and energy you spend over there, and I should have known better, but like I said, there was no videos out there. Just from the attorney sitting there, I'm a fan. When he was interviewing, I'm on live video with him, Messenger, and the wife is in there with, of course, the neighbor lady, which I'm like, why does she got to listen? But whatever. And how he's a family man and blah, blah, blah. And his father's an attorney and da, da, da. He did nothing. Absolutely nothing. I come to find out when I was in Cebu a long time ago when Dexel put that video out and somebody dubbed it, but I did. She started, they didn't get, when we were talking, we were both talking, man, that guy, he hurt Paul, this and that. And that's when I'm like, those people don't know me. I'll I was mad. Yeah. I don't want to repeat it, but I hurt that guy bad. How would he like to get hit in the head with a bottle? You know what I mean? But, he did nothing. Absolutely nothing. He was supposed to show up to court. And he said he did, but he never did. And then the wife didn't even tell me that. So I still don't know to this day, like, when did you know he didn't show up to court? Because I flew from Cambodia into the Philippines and he didn't show up to court. I guess that's why they came to the house and arrested me, because I wasn't supposed to. I paid for an attorney way in advance. So like I said, there's so much unanswered. It's never ending. That's why when I left, I show up to court, we get it done with. Because I don't want to go, now it's 2 or 3 more times. The attorney told me one time and now it's not because he didn't show up to court. Charged me, what, 300 per each case, 2,000 or 1,000 peso each case. Oh my God, what a nightmare. I just said, I'll plead guilty. And I had to. I just want to be done. I'm not making a special trip down the Philippines, and I wasn't spending I don't want to be in the Philippines any longer. The guy is a loser. So before court, he was trying to get, I paid up minus 5,000 peso because technically I did pay him up, but he tried to pull some other shit. Oh, well, this is additional 5,000 peso. I tell him, no, there's no money right now. You skip court. I didn't even know he did that. That's right. And then the fines was 10,000 peso, but I had 5. You guys probably watched the video. So it's over 2 weeks and they still didn't process nothing because it's so slow there. I flew home, so I never paid my fines yet. I owe 5,000 peso, and technically the attorney, but I don't. He's just corrupt. And if he's listening, you're corrupt. You did nothing. I could have went to court myself and pleaded guilty. It was a misdemeanor. Then they knocked it down even lower to called mallet. They call it mallet, something. But he did nothing. What a waste. Anyways, I just look back and laugh. Like, they do nothing for the foreigner. They lie. There's no, oh my God. It's pathetic. Yeah, thanks. Dorian, Peter Wilson, and so many countries don't do business in the Philippines. Exactly. I heard Trump say that. I mean, not, or maybe it was fake news, but that's why we won't do business in the Philippines. What kind of business are you going to do over there? There is none. What, do you want to invest in the sugar cane? Condos? You'll lose your ass. There's so many empty condos over there. Pro-life is back making videos. Yeah, I seen him. Don J, yeah. Yeah, he's got a big following. But like I said, back 3 years ago, he came to Tayasan. It's like, oh, this is the best place to retire. And he showed some dumps. Like, Tayasan don't have nothing to rent. They got a little hotel now, but no internet, no TV. And it's mosquito heaven. They're nice looking inside, but not even internet, no TV, not a refrigerator. And they wanted like $30 a night. I'm like, what? You can go to Lalamar down the street that's got a pool and internet and TV and refrigerator. And he had 6,000, I'll never forget this, 6,700 subscribers. He just came from Cebu. He was hitting every town, working all the way around Negros Oriental and Negros Occidental. And then he had that little girl following him behind. Then eventually you could see she's pregnant, and then his channel just took off. Good for him. Now I'm glad he's out of jail. Pro-life. No, actually, that was the guy, from California, Larry. He actually gave me money, and I was like, look, I don't want your money. And then, but he's like, no, I want to, get you. I'm like, look, if I want a scooter, I'll get my own. And then I'm like, I don't even trust you're going to try to send the money, because there's a way you can send Zella, which is fast, but still you got to send a little. So basically, he sent a little bit of money, and it wasn't much. It was basically enough for like the down payment. He's like, no, you need to get a scooter. And I'm like, look, I don't want to take your money. But I will. He insisted. So I was like, all right, I'll just use that to put down and then make the payments. And because he wanted me to get around and go into, like, I did go kind of deep into we drove to some pretty neat places, but I don't know how neat they were. Like that campground. I mean, I wouldn't camp there. But no, basically the scooter, I was going to pay it off. I'm back here now. I was going to, do like one more payment. In fact, and then do just a couple big ones and pay it off, because I got a lot of shit going on here. So I don't, like, right now it's probably, unless Dexel's got a job, she can pay for it, because I don't want it. I'm not going back over there. I'm not. So the motorbike, I don't know. I'm not paying for it. But too honest. Thanks. Not really. I mean, I'm getting old. And then I'll tell you what, it depends where you have the lighting. This camera can make you look. It can make you look kind of different. It all depends on the lighting and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I know, scammers. I'll just say for 43.26. I'm getting tired. Yeah. I don't want to keep bringing it up. I mean, I'm sure there's some decent Filipinos, but let me tell you the story in Cambodia. They were all Filipinos, and I met these people. They were good guys. They were younger than me. It was him and his wife, and they invited me to eat the one Sunday because they get like 2 days off in the month. And then, man, it was probably about a week later after I see them here, and they were great guys. Like, come on, I got coffee. No, I got my own coffee. I'm good. Then they hit me up on the WhatsApp, oh, we got this business. We want to know if you want to invest. And it was something to do with like booking condos and this and that. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. But you see what I mean? That's something, come on, invest in something like that. And you guys are going to have the web page. You're going to be in control of it. What do you need? $2, $3, $5, $6, $10,000. And then, the company, it didn't work out. Sorry. Yeah, right. Think I'm stupid? I told them absolutely not. But yeah, being an attorney means nothing in the Philippines. Same with most doctors there. Peter, well, you're right. I know. Filipino engineers couldn't even be tradesmen in the U.S. Yeah, I know. I know. They're, yeah, I know. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple good ones, but majority of them, because the good ones probably worked in another country and then they came back. You're absolutely right. Dexel's live sweeping the same spot every day, Dave J. Well, yeah, because they throw all their trash out the fucking window. The property in the back is not ours. They throw the trash out. They burn shit back there. The dogs get in it, scatter it. Like I said, it's the Philippines. They do everything 2, 3, 4 fucking times. Yeah, and then I haven't watched one of her videos. And even the ones before we were fighting is kind of skimmed through, but because I don't understand her. People are, like, I had to pawn the ring for my stepson. Bullshit. Quit fucking lying. That's 8 months later. I'm already back, sending you money to get the pigs going. The school teacher, I paid $30,000. Oh, don't worry about the other. They said there's no worries because I'm sending this money. I'm sending that money. I'm sending this. Like, fuck, I can't even get my teeth fixed. Huh? I got to because I had them pulled. Because I'm always working, and I got to get them fixed before they move. So I got to have them, whatever you call it, the studs put in, and I'm gonna get my teeth fixed there. These were teeth that had fillings from when I was a kid. Just fucking pull them for now. I got to work because I had my own business and I didn't have time to go whatever. And it's just one thing after another. Crying. Don't cry to me. Gonna tell people, I've been asking for a long time now, what did you do with the ring? And that's the second time. I think it was pawned before because I had a video out there. During Christmas, show me the ring. Oh, you don't trust me. No, show me my fucking ring. I got one on my finger for life until and then you're fucking, yeah, I'm done. It's bullshit. You're going to sit there and you're going to answer those people that you don't even freaking know, but you can't tell your husband? Bullshit. Yeah, it's done with. Hey, I did it before. 6 months. I went to Cambodia. I just said, you know what? One more time, I'm going to try it. And she started up, oh, you got that girl in the thing. I told you when I come over, you pawned my fucking ring. Then I didn't pawn it or I didn't sell it. I pawned it. Well, the one's already gone. The other one, you owe money on it. You can never, it's going to be gone in like another month or so. I mean, if you don't have the money to fucking get it back. And then if you guys go on AI, Gemini or Capilite, go Saguana, whatever pawn shop, if you give a ring, they're going to say how they seal it. And then you know what they put on there? I can show you guys the copy. I'll do it on the video. They put on there for the diamond ring, the white gold. It's got white gold. It weighs 3.8, whatever. But the diamond they wrote on there was fake, and it's not fake. And the reason they do that is because they didn't have anybody to come by to check the diamond to make sure it is real. They put fake in case it does get stolen because it's just sealed. They can reseal it. And like I said, why would I buy that ring back so you can go pawn it again? Bullshit. The one's already gone. It doesn't matter. I'm the one, and the only reason I married her, I went over there in 2019. Then COVID hit. And then I started, because I already built the septic. When I went over there, so I'd have a nice bathroom. I don't have to go wash my ass with a bucket of water by a coconut tree. Where if a coconut's going to hit me in the head, And then, oh, you drink beer. Hell yeah, it's fucking 100 degrees. You're cooking fire inside a Nipa hut, hot coals. I'm sleeping with one eye open, wonder if the thing's going to catch fire. I got a fan blowing on me. I'm hearing shit running. What's that? Oh, it's nothing. Fucking big rats. And you guys know it is. Big fucking rats. Could be there was no snakes. They got the big spider. Hell yeah, I'm going to drink some freaking beer. And you know what? When I came back after all them months, we got a 3-story house. You didn't have to marry me. Why did you marry me? Because I'm the ATM, bottom line. The only reason I did was I felt fucking sorry for her. And the kids, fuck. Now it's like, I don't need this shit no more. I'm sick of. Hopefully, maybe I'll take a lot of testosterone and get angry so I don't give a shit anymore. Then it's real easy. But that morning, I felt like, oh man, she's going to start up. She said, don't drink. I didn't drink. I don't have to drink, but man, it was hell over there. Boy, did I want to. Every town's the same, dusty, fucking, can't even go to 7-Eleven and enjoy a cup of coffee without these kids running up to you. People, oh, you got money. Hey, Joe, hey, foreigner. Oh my God, I ain't want to go back to that shithole. My ex-wife was Filipino, and boy, she was huge liar and cheater. Too honest. You're right. Dexel, I don't cheater, no, but dude, she just lies. She's on there lying how, they're good for trying to make you guilty. You're not going to make me feel guilty anymore. I own my own business. I know how Filipinos are. She'll read every fucking comment. Go get a fucking job. I bought you a passport. The kids had great birthdays. Not one cake, 2 cakes. So you can feed the relatives. She needs to shut up. But she's got a lot of dumb people like, oh, Dexel works so hard. I work fucking hard. She works because she does everything 3 fucking times. Throw the trash out the fucking window onto the neighbor's lawn. Then she's sweeping it because it's their fucking trash. It's hilarious. Yeah, sweeping the same fucking... Yeah, when I was in the Army, I was a lot like dudes. I was stationed in Hawaii and getting married to a Filipino. Most end up divorced, and dudes miserable having to pay for their... Yeah, I know. But like I said, I didn't have any kids. So, boom. The only thing The only thing I am doing is Nicole, she went one whole year in college, was a waste. She's going for the Coast Guard. She's got asthma. And I told her, nobody wants to talk to me. I said, she's not going to handle it. Of course, she does a whole year. Then it's, oh, hey, Dad, I can't continue doing this. I'm going to take another course. And then do some of those credits transfer? Oh, yeah. But they didn't. They lied. So now she's been doing 3 years of another school. She'll be done in 2 months, June. That's it. She's getting the money for school and the little bit of food. Paul's working. That's it. I'm done. I'm moving on. There's no more money. After that, there's no more. That's it. Yeah, she could become a maid in the Middle East. Yeah, like she was before in Manila. Oh, you told her to get a job. She blocked you. Well, fuck. Good for you. Yeah, me too. Well, I blocked her and she don't care. Now her daughters are calling grandma and grandpa. Then they call me, they're like, oh, what's this and this? And then I'm like, well, I shut it off. I'm done. And they're like, well, one needs to. And I'm like, you know what? She does. You know what? That way I don't have any headache. What's another, $800, school and then food and this to carry her. And if she graduates, she's on her own. Go get that job. We'll see if you do. And I hope she does. Because somebody needs to carry that family. I'm not no more. Nobody gives me ever a straight answer. I never ask you for money. No, you just wait. Hey, by the way, the electricity is going to shut off tomorrow and I'm over there. Right? Come on. Or like, there's no kind of says, like, I'm like, where's the pig feeds? Oh, there is none. Well, you got money? No. I mean, come on, And back in the day, she didn't have to ask. I know how much her bills was. I sent her allowance. You're building the house. Here's an extra $500 a month to eat, blah, blah, blah. And then all the money, to build the house, which you could scroll on Remitly. You can scroll on World Remit. And then my bank transfers and then even MoneyGram and fucking Western Union. I was sending so much, some of them would shut me off. I'd have to update, or at least Western Union would. Oh, how much does laser tattoo? Oh, I won't go to Tyasin, Dave. No. Dude, I got them videos out there. If you go to my page right now on YouTube, hit more, it'll show only 1 million, like 100 or 1 million, maybe 30,000 views. When you go to my studio, I deleted over 800,000 views of videos on the Philippines before I flew from Cambodia, just because I'm like, man, I'm going to end up like pro-life traveler. No, I can't stand their immigration. I've had to go, like, I got the e-travel or whatever they call it. And they got the green check and the little scan thing, and I'm all set. Go over there, like, oh, they make me go stand on the side like I'm a little kid. I wanted to go to the immigration lady. You want me to put my nose up against the window too? Like, just assholes. When I flew out of Terminal 2, was it? It's got carpeting now. They kind of updated it. They got whatever one has a subway, not Terminal 3. It's either 1 or 2. There's a subway in this other store. And so I buy some stuff and I just got to go right down the hall here. Now they got another checkpoint. They go, oh, sir, you can't bring that stuff in here. I'm like, I just bought it here. Oh, you can't bring it in. They're taking it and selling it. They're like, oh, you put it in this bag. The other guy was bitching too. Then we get in there and they sell the same shit there. We're on the same floor. It's so goofy over there. Fuck. No, Cambodia is simple. I believe Thailand's probably simpler than the Philippines. And then the visas are going up. Jim, stress is the number one killer. Yeah, I know. That's why I go to work and work out. And this live stream helps me out too, because a lot of us can laugh. At this point, it's like, I'm done getting mad. I'm done worrying about, like, oh, Dexel's doing that. I don't give a shit right now. I have stuff. I got to get my driver's license. I might be starting another business here. Work is good. We'll see. I let so much shit go. Because like I said, for years, all I did was work. When I met Dexel, I worked every day, 6 days a week, 5 days a week, because it was raining, and trained every day. And I was doing damn good, making great money. And I sent it all over there. I let shit go because I had somebody to pick me up. All I did is work out and sleep. I did my workouts in the morning, go to work, and then sometimes I might work out in the evening. It depends. They'd love the single life in Asia. Yeah, but there's a lot. Right now I just oh, PTSD. Yeah, no. Oh, the Philippines. Yeah. I'm not trying to knock the Philippines. It's just these are true stories. The thing is I have emails. I don't know if you guys would like it. I could do where I could show you. I could just I'll take the guy's email address off, the phone number, contact, and I can read this stuff. Some of them are like, it's kind of like some of my stories. You just kind of gotta laugh. Like, oh my God, it's so freaking ridiculous. It's terrible. It's, yeah, I don't even, it's so goofy over there. You'll never figure it out. It's, man, it's a different world. Yeah, they just lie, justify, they rationalize, justify anything. Oh, because of Paul. She'll be using, oh, Paul got hit. It's my fault. I didn't hit Paul. Your fucking relative did. The fuck? And I told her, oh, you guys are going to get me going. I told her a long time ago to report that guy when he used to come over and threaten, because I'll just walk out and kick. I mean, I'd kick his fucking ass. You come on, step right on my property. I should have, but I didn't. She didn't tell me. Half the time I'm taking a nap, he'd come, oh, where's that phone? He's all drunk, acting tough. As soon as I step out on the porch, he would take off running, I mean, it'd be funny if he did try to take off running. If I had my shoes on, at that time, he wouldn't outrun me. Oh, yeah, I know. The one daughter already did hit grandma up. Because, you got to remember, you guys, I got a great family. I married Dexel. In my family, it's just me and my brother. And then, Christmas time, birthdays, they treated the kids good. So did I. And then sometimes I'm like, you can't send them that kind of money. They don't need that kind of money because the kids around them don't have that kind. They don't need to be walking around with freaking, iPhones and shit. Not that I would allow them to get an iPhone, but you know what I mean. But now and the thing is not even a thank you. You couldn't call grandma and grandpa on WhatsApp, but now you are the one because you need something. It's not, oh, hey, grandma and grandpa, this and that. And then what's funny is I think the daughter said something like, yeah, I'm sorry, mom and dad are fighting all the time, and I don't want to call daddy because he always gets mad and yells. How do you get mad and yell when you're texting? You know what I mean? It's so fucking stupid. Come on. I'm always mean. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. I'm the most nicest giving person, but when out of the blue, you got to be smarter than a fifth grader. You don't just like, hey, Dan, are you there? I'm thinking, oh, are you there? Oh, great, here it comes. Then it's going to be money. How you doing? And then, oh, by the way, I need this. Why don't you be talking to me on a daily basis, once a week or twice a week? Hey, how's it going, Dad? Not Dexel or anybody asked me about my teeth. Oh, that's right. I come back here. I got a freaking toothache going. I was using salt and warm water and flushing it. It finally went away because, you got to go get a prescription now for antibiotics. I got to wait for my medical insurance because you can't get it like that like you used to. Oh, Western Australia. Yeah, but anyways, thanks, Dave J. Western Australia, same time zone as the Philippines. Sheila is a woman. Oh, okay. That's what I figured. I just had a long day, man, but I got that energy going. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. I'm high strung because I got a plan. I'm getting excited because I'm going to have my freaking driver's license, which I could have got a long time ago. I'll be honest. Part of me, a couple times me and Dexel fighting. Maybe I didn't want it. I don't know if they'll put me on a breathalyzer. And listen, I got in trouble a long time ago. I didn't kill anybody. I just, I I was almost going to get married one other time, and I can tell you guys the story another day. It's too long. It's actually a funny one because I trained with the head sheriff of this certain county. Great guy, and well, I don't want to talk about that right now. And yeah, it's funny, you know. I trained with a lot of cops, good cops. Some of them were power lifters, just good guys. They're actually really good guys, and that's a long story. I was on the breathalyzer 8 years, and I ended up having it started off being a good night, turned to a bad night, closed down, canceled the wedding, flushed the ring down the toilet, canceled my fitness club. I mean, oh my God. End up in jail, but got released because I didn't do anything wrong. And plus I knew, yeah, it was just a night. That was a long time ago too, that was 15 years ago. And since then, nothing. Well, the Philippines. Yeah, I got arrested in the Philippines. I got handcuffed. I put that video out. It made a quick 15,000 views. I think it made like $80. And then 2 days later, I deleted it because I'm like, fuck, I got to get rid of this video because they could use it against me. So I got back some of my money, or not 80, maybe it was like $60 because it wasn't long. It was only like 4 minutes. I should have made it like 12 minutes long. It would have paid pretty good. Thailand is a million times more simple than the Philippines. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know. I've been right by the border, and I watch a lot of videos. I have friends I got a buddy right now that's over there. I met in Cambodia. He's got a good story. A lady boy, he wasn't even looking at her. He's talking, making a video to send me. He's eating his Big Mac or quarter pounder, and she just slaps him hard behind the head, and he's a big dude, turns around, what the hell? It was hilarious. I mean, not for him getting hit, but just the way he's like, why the hell you hit me? Yeah, people don't stare at you, and yeah, I know. Todd Honest, bro, find a good Eastern. But you guys, I'm not looking to find, dude. I need to breathe. I just want to go hit gyms, and man, I met so many great guys in Cambodia, older guys. You could sit down, just have one beer, like after I already work out, talk. The buses, man, you can jump on a bus, and for us older guys that got to use the bathroom, you can just go right on the bus. I love it. Yeah, thanks, Frank. Take it light. I know I am. It's not easy, but it's, the guy that I respected, Dave Hoppy, High Tech, who I learned from, like he said, he went through some issues. He says, when the bottom falls out and your ass is hanging by a thread, go to work. I mean, if you like your job, I can actually say I enjoy what I do. I don't enjoy when it's cold, but I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed building. Now it gets kind of old when you're building the same house over and over again, but just go to work, keep your mind, work out. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of doing a live stream right now. We might not be working, and then you know what? If it doesn't rain tomorrow or we do work, I'll just take a little extra. I'll take some pre-workout, and I'll make it through work. But it's gonna rain. How much money do you send Dexel and the kids now? Gringo, nothing. I haven't sent. I shut off the money. We got in a bad fight. Well, I got it because Nicole asked for money. March 23rd, because Dexel's birthday. I remember when I got back, I had this. I sent. Last time I sent was March 23rd, and I think like the next day, or on her birthday is when we really got into a fight, I believe. But it started before that, because what a lot of it was is a couple, you can never get an answer, and then I still asked her to send the copy of the ring, because one of them's already gone. She didn't pay the interest on it, so they took it. So I said, I want to see that thing, and then they wrote that the diamond's fake, and it's not fake, and it does have gold, 3.8 whatever, 6 ounces. Then I did a thing with AI, and AI says, oh yeah, Saguana, they do that on purpose. They're going to put on their imitation, IMT, imitation diamond, but the gold's real, because that way if they want to switch it, they can. Oh, it's all sealed. AI said it doesn't matter. They can break it, redo it if they want. There's ways. Maybe they don't, but that's why they put imitation in case it does get stolen or they switch it. They don't, it covers their ass. But the stepdaughter's name was on there. She makes the stepdaughter go do it. It kind of just pissed me off. So I don't know. The one that was supposed to go to school sent her like $1,500 and a computer, and then the big 18th birthday party and the nice dress, and ends up getting pregnant. And then I get over there to start the business, and then 2 months later, because I'm always, where's Nika? Then one night when I'm cooking dinner, or we're in there cooking dinner, oh, Nika needs to tell you something. I had a baby. Oh, what did you do with all that money, for school? You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about me. Excuse my language. No, I'm not funding, but Nicole needs to finish. She has one more. She graduates in June. And like I said, they contacted grandma. And then I talked to my buddy today about it. And he goes, well, technically, you know what? You spent that much freaking money. Let her graduate. So you know what? That's fine. And then it's done with. Nobody can say, you did. But there's always going to be haters. But no, I'm not. No. And I don't want to talk. You guys, you know what? You'll see. Like I said before, I went over to Cambodia. You pawn my freaking rings. I went over there, and that's how it should be. You go to, you guys, you go over to Cambodia. It was like, I wake up in the morning. It was like I was excited to go for a walk. I never got sick from any street food. They had great street food. I even bought a sub once. It had some kind of chicken and these vegetables and cut, man, it was great. I got videos out there. I deleted a bunch too. That's all you can never please a Filipino. At least East Asian women are smart. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Gringo, but nah, she's in college. I've been there. She's maritime. Nicole's actually spot on. She always cleaned, and no, she's in school. That's a fact. But I can't say much for whatever else is going on. Well, hers, you got to remember, she is in a recognized school, maritime. We have one in Marquette. There's another one here in the United States, somewhere in the Philippines. It's recognized. It's one of the biggest boating companies. You get on the ships. I think she's working navigation. No, it's all legit. They pay big bucks. You get the United States contracts, or the ones where you go to Australia. Yeah, I met every rich Filipino I met down there. It's got, all the motorcycles and the big Raptor trucks, the big house with the swimming pool. They're all a seaman. They're on the big ships. You can Google it. Maritime, what do they make? It depends what contract. They can make anywhere from like $4,000 to $10,000 a month. It depends what trip, and they do. It's a good No, did they meet? No, just on live video. Dexel had so many kids. It's like, what, I'm going to bring her over here. I couldn't apply for all of them. And it was COVID. And then you got to remember, after COVID here was a good 6 months, and then everything was backed up for another year. Then the Philippines was 2 years. So how does she ever get, there's the 2-part, you got to go do medical, this, that. So I was kind of fed up. I wanted a break. So I'm like, we'll build a house there. I'll go build a business there. I'll stay over there for I was going to stay 4 or 5 years, and then process the visa to try to get her back, because the kids can go do college over there. The youngest could come back, but then I had the license thing. I'm like, oh, fuck, why didn't I get my license to do it before I left? I don't know. Maybe I was kind of afraid that I might have a bad day one day and then go out to the bar. Once in a while you go boxing, and then come on. And then, I'm only have a couple and then get another. If I got another drunk driving, I'd be done. I'll do 2 to 5 years. I haven't had a drunk driving, and it's been 25 years now. 1998 or 99. 1999 I was convicted. And that was chasing the fiance. you know, borderline. But the cops back then, Oakland County, they're just running it for money. I'm like, really? Come on, guy. You know, if you just wait, give me a bologna sandwich, a bologna and cheese sandwich. I'm sure you got them at the station. Give me 10 minutes, I blow, I'll be good. They don't care. It was all they were running back then. It was all about money. And I should have been driving, but you know, it goes by weight. You know, back then I was probably 250 pounds, stressing. I wasn't in great shape, but I wasn't in bad shape. And I wasn't drunk. I could still walk the top plates, 2 stories high, 3.5-inch plate, no overhang, spin around. So don't tell me I couldn't drive. It's not true. Like the limit is bullshit. Your body gets it. It's bullshit. A Mindanao is crap, just like the rest. Oh, Dave, have you been there? I don't. Yeah, the Philippines is all the same. It's overpriced now. Yeah, I do like that, Dave. You got a good point there. Every relationship you had with a Filipina felt like you were a child. Bring it. Hell yes. Yeah. You're dealing with a child. You know, she's probably read every freaking comment. You know, if I didn't delete all those videos, I can look on my YouTube. I did the other day. It was like 1,800,000 and something, or I'll be hitting 1,800,000 views. I deleted so it'd be close to 800,000 views in videos. I don't know how many videos, a shitload of them, 160,000, 30, all those ones in the beginning that just took off where I was being honest. I don't think I mentioned any names, but still Tayasin, you know, the barangay captain, you know, I'll say it now. That's why I'll never go back. That barangay captain in our town is a piece of fucking, you know what, just does nothing. Just nothing. Didn't protect the son. That guy's a piece of, they all act like kids down there. It's funny. That's all they do is hang out on Facebook and Messenger all day. They believe that shit. They believe what they see on social media. Why are these people saying this about me? I go, I don't know, Dexter. Why don't you write them a letter? You know, they're fucking keyboard warriors, whatever. People do that to upset you. Me, I don't give two shits. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't even read it, or if I see them, like, big deal. I don't know that person. You know, it's hilarious. You know, it's like this guy's watching me. I don't even know you. I mean, who's winning? Come on. You know, these guys, you don't even know, but they get to watch me. You know, who's winning? Me. You know, I don't know who the fuck you are. You could be an AI, you know what I mean? You, like I said, you could be somebody from Mars, Venus, or you could be the person from Uranus. Right? That different culture out there. Oh yeah, the terrorist part. Yeah, I've watched some videos on that. I just say 974. Hello, buddy. Good. Actually, today was a really good day. Oh, there's Tim Beach. He's back on. So many expats here in Dumaguete have packed up and left in the past 2 months. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it's getting dirty and junky down there. They act like they'll show Dumaguete. You got to remember 4K, or you got those, you know, the up in the air. I see like that 360-degree place we went to in Yuhulan. You got to climb up these steps. It's a fucking ladder. It's not steps, you guys. It's so fucking, I'm talking steep. And I'm not afraid of heights. I'm just afraid of falling. Like they say, fear, false evidence, appearing real. But I'm telling you what, like I said, don't worry about the fall. Like when, you know, get out there. I used to tell the kids, or like walking 1 foot after nuts, two stories up, you're on a 3.5-inch plate. It's not the fall that hurts. It's that sudden stop. You know what I mean? You see this view, 360, and you see this pool, but then when you climb up, you go down the dirt trail and you climb up all these steps, you get to the top and you're like, and then they charge you. I'm like, you're going to charge me to climb up the fucking steps? I'm going, fuck, I can't get drunk up here. I can't make it down. I had to walk down sideways. The place was like, wow, I could see the sea. I can see Cebu. Then the clouds come in. Not really a good view. I got a video and I'm like, this place sucks. And then they say, oh, there's places to sleep. They look like I'm not even going to say it. You know, they, those 4K cameras can make everything look so fucking beautiful. You know what? I'm going to go to Flint one day because it's closer than Detroit. I'll go blog the shitty fucking streets, you know, right there in the hood. I'll go do, the party stores where all the bros are hanging out, you know, probably gonna, you know, obviously you walk in, if you pull up in a car, they'll probably try to hijack you. So make sure you keep a gun so you can hijack their asses. But that 4K camera will make it look a lot better, especially the clouds, you know what I mean? I mean, it's still a shithole down there, but it can make it look pretty nice. At least if it's a sunny day, the sun can do a lot. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Philippines, there's probably some areas, you know, El Nido, like, you know, you're on that little boat or like the canoe and kayaking, but then, nah, that place is too much poverty. So, Anton, my friend and me spent around 400 pesos a month on average to live like in the West. 400 pesos. That's like, that don't make sense. You mean like, huh? Anton, oh, you're saying 400 peso. You mean Filipino peso? That's like, what, $8? No. Or, yeah, I learned quick not to waste my time or money traveling to the Philippines. It's all the same. Disappointing. Yeah, me too. You know, the hot water don't work when you get a condo. The washing machine don't work. You know, you book on Agoda, you're supposed to be paid up, and then they want a deposit. Then you go to leave, you got to call, wait for your freaking deposit. You know how many times I blew up? I'd leave the wife. I'm like, these fucking idiots here. You know, we got to wait for our deposit now, like hour and a half, 2 hours. I think sometimes I was so pissed I'd sneak down to 7-Eleven and slam a couple, you know, those Jack and Diet Cokes. I'm like, oh my God, because now I got to deal with the stupid taxi guy or Grab, you know. Grab's going to be next down there. They'll figure out a way so Grab can scam you. Oh, Anton, they're all saying it's cheap in the Philippines. It ain't cheap no more. Cambodia is cheap. I'll tell you that. Promise. 100%, man. Name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Cambodia is like fucking great condos. I mean, a hotel with a chef with breakfast. I mean, under $40, $30. If you want the nice balcony and stuff, under $40. Nice gym, rooftop pool, free breakfast, all you can eat, any kind of coffee, any kind of Danish. Go back twice. Apartments, you know, 150 to $300. You could find some maybe 450, 500, but they're going to be super nice. But I've been there. You can go into some restaurant. I mean, you get a $32 steak, but you're going to have a band going and stuff like that. And you can go to decent places, 50-cent drafts, 75-cent drafts. I like the 110 residence, the Lux Hotel. I mean, you're talking some nights it was booked. I'm like, that's fine. You got the nice pool. I'm out all day. I'll take the room that doesn't have a window. Who cares? I'm just going to the shower, turn the TV on. I'm relaxing, fall asleep, wake up, and I'm out of there. Or I get the one with the balcony. So it's maybe $8, $10 more. I don't care if it was, I mean, it's so much cheaper over there in Cambodia. Cleaner. Western amenities everywhere. Malls, tons of malls with bowling alleys in every mall. Pool halls, live bands, tons of great expats. There's some that are drunk. There's some with family and their kids there. It was incredible, man. I don't see that in the Philippines. Because you never can really see because you always got to look down. It's funny, you know, you always got to look down, or like I said, I got to walk like this. You know, I got to keep my pockets out, you know, when I'm walking. So that when the kids come up, they know there's no money in the fucking, you know, when I actually got it stuffed down in my underwear. Yeah, what I should have done was kept it up in my butt cheeks. And then if they wanted one, I could have whipped out 100 pesos and said, here you go. How do you like that? Oh, it's getting, oh, it is now in Dumaguete to buy gas. 4 gas stations have been out for a week now, huh? Yeah, somebody before you, Tim, way up. mentioned that Nigerian prince scammer would have a heyday in the Philippines if he ran the government. Filipinos would be easy targets. Yeah. Oh, they lost power for 12 hours yesterday. Wow. Oh, good point. No gas. They must have backup generators there or something. My neighbor has 4 kids with 4 different FMs, and she makes a ton of money from child care every day at Starbucks, living the life. Oh, wow. You know, here in America, they shut down over, oh, God. Was it 1,000 Starbucks already? But they're putting them up in Asia. Yeah, they shut down a lot of Starbucks here in America. Oh, that's for someone. George, what VA insurance do you speak of? That's not me. Yeah, getting money out of a Filipino. Yeah, right. Fuck, just trying to get your, if you're renting, just trying to get your security deposits back. Just remember, yeah. It's what I liked about Cambodia. They only wanted half. So if your apartment was 150, they only wanted 75, and I got it back like that. So fucking fast. Freaking fast, sorry. And some of the hotels had kitchenettes. They didn't want no deposit. Actually, the 110 resident, it wasn't that bad. Lux City Hotel's better. I had one with a kitchenette and all that, and it was only, they told me if I wanted to rent it for the month, it was $450, just because they said, look, it's a hotel. I said, I get it. Lux City Hotel had really nice ones with the kitchenettes, but they were a little more, they were huge, really big, but like, man, I want to say 1,000, but I'm talking freaking huge, big, huge open kitchen, like really, really nice. Those are like high quality, but he was willing to do a deal. They were penthouses. They were huge. Actually, they were 2 bedrooms too. Oh, her with their white. Yeah, I don't care. Oh, why can't she support the piggery? You know, now it's, you go, there's a reason why the country's poor. It's so corrupt. The meat's down on the table. Then I think a bunch of her piglets died. You know, who knows? Like I said, I told her karma. I don't know. That country is just, or where we live too, it's just a hustle. One thing after another. I don't know. You would have to have a really huge piggery. Then she sold some of the pigs, the mama pigs, the sows. That, yeah, I don't want to talk, man. Yeah, I don't care. It's I was warned. It's a money pit. It's just an endless bottomness. Either you're fixing the house, fixing this. Maybe, yeah. Man, could you imagine if her mom and dad were still alive? Oh my God, I'd be in more trouble. Probably paying for their hospital bills. Oh, fuck. Life in the Philippines province, yeah. Yeah, sweeping. Yeah, because she sweeps. Yeah, my scooter. My scooter's down in Dumaguete with Nicole. And yeah. She's fighting with the neighbors live, maybe. But that neighbor's back. Like I said, I go down there and I couldn't even stay at the house. I did for a little bit, and then I seen him come out. I had to go stay down the road at a fucking hotel. Because I'll tell you what, that guy, like what he did to the stepson, still, I mean, Paul's innocent. I wanted to go over there. I was real close to go over there. I was going to crack his head in the head with a fucking bottle. Actually, my fist. I don't care if I break my hand. I was going to, oh man, there's no way he could run from me. I was like this close to going over there. And I'm like, but then, you know, I'd be in jail. Oh, she's fighting with the neighbor's life. Probably. Yeah, that he can be brutal, chosen. But dude, listen, I don't care. That freaking country is, you know, if it gets hot, I mean, I never lost water. I never lost internet. You know, like I said over there, Kokong has one hotel that does have kitchenettes. They actually have 3 bedrooms where you got your bedrooms upstairs, downstairs is the kitchen, living room. You can rent. They have a swimming pool there, you know. Kokong has, 10-minute ride on the scooter, and you're on the white sand beaches where it is cooler. So I don't care about the heat there. Where I was at, it smelled better. The roads look so fucking beautiful, nicely poured. I didn't have to worry about dogs running across the street. Man, I don't care if it's hot. But when I'm going to be spending most of my time over the winter, so it's cool then. But still, if I could book a flight right now, I would go right now. And blog. I know what to do now, blog. Do some funny stuff, blog every day, do a live stream at night. Not every night, because then nobody could watch the video, I guess. But no, man, that place is... You guys are getting me going now. Man, I never should have left Cambodia and went to the Philippines, because I would have still been there. I would have stayed there till... What is it now? It's April. I wouldn't have came back till like right at the end of April. Yeah, but the heat, man, I don't care. I just have the pool. But Cambodia's got 4 or 5 months where it's super good. I can't tell you when I'm going back because, you know. Yeah, she has to clean the house and make her own lunch. Yeah, so do I. I cooked, man, was it 2:30 in the morning? I cooked my chicken thighs. I go through a package of chicken thighs every day. Then I made a big thing of rice. And, you know, I'll do my eggs too with rice. I mean, fuck. My laundry, got to clean. Fuck. Exactly. They're great. They're great at putting guilt. I got a good video coming out, but I'm going to, you know, I used to be able to remember a lot better. So I kind of got what I'm going to do is me working on the job site, and then I'll talk over it because, or I could sit here, I could go like this, I guess. I would have to read it because it's all my information, but then the script just comes out better when you use it. It just puts it together better. I got to feed it everything. This happened to me, blah, 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 da, da, da. It sounds better instead of me going all over the place or going, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? Hey. Oh, Flint looks better than most of the Philippines. Yeah. You got a good point there. Because at least in Flint, you can go to some areas, the houses are abandoned and nobody's out there. The Philippines, they got houses that look like they're abandoned, but people are living in them. And I'm not knocking them. I mean, it sucks that people got to be poor, but, you know, everyone's like, oh, it's so great. No, it's not. Oh, Kenny and Subit. Well, you know, at my age here in America, like, I'll be 55 this May. If I were to date a woman, and maybe she's 45 or right now or 40, they probably got a kid. Or if she doesn't have a kid, I'll be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Because technically I don't have any kids. And I'll tell her, yeah, I'm all fucked up. I did this. I work hard and I played hard. You know, I had my few drunk drive-ins over 25 years ago. 1999 was my last one. You know, and my foreman, the guy that was way older than me, Richard, great carpenter. A lot of them know his name. I'm not going to say his last name. So right now he'd be like 72. I remember when I was just a young buck and I'm at his house having a few beers. At this time, man, I don't know if I'm like 20 years old, 21. He's got his, from the Secretary of State, he had 14 drunk drivings then. 14. Never served a day in jail. That's back when you get a drunk drive and pay a ticket. Oh, if you live there, you got to say no. Dude, I know how to say no now. Looks like Sam Castle number. You know, when I went back there, the relatives, I didn't talk to any of them. The 2 are sisters. The guy that I had to ride down that trail. Sometimes I had my glasses on to give him a mean look. I put my head down. Fuck living in that shithole. I don't want to live like that. I ain't afraid to say no. Dude, I ran my own business. You know, I got guys up here always like, fuck, you just got paid, want to borrow money, this, that, you name it. I've been through it all. I was just a nice guy, but when shit hits the fan, no means no. And like I said, every town, I go to, you know what I used to hate is you pull into 7-Eleven, you got somebody, they want to open the door for you, put the hand down. I'm like, fuck, this is 7-Eleven. I bitched at the 7-Eleven in the one town. I'm like, you know, I'm not going to come here no more. These guys going to put this nasty cardboard that's sitting in the fucking nasty water that's got sewage and set it on my scooter seat. I got a towel on there. That's wrong. And then I found out the next day they didn't allow him to be there. Maybe what I said, you know, and it's against the law. The police don't, nobody wants to do nothing there because Filipinos don't want drama. They don't want to do nothing. Oh, Peter Wilson. Anybody's better than the Philippines. I hate to say it. And I know I'm going to take heat. That's why I will never go back to the Philippines to give them a reason. Oh, you called like pro-life traveler. I guess you got the immigration, they kicked them out. Because that one guy, you're calling us monkeys. Like, dude, that little pin dick. I remember him interrogating pro-life traveler. I'm like, what a little, look at him. Oh, did pro-life traveler hurt your feelings? I'll never go back to that shithole fucking country. Fuck, no. I went back because you guys say, he'll never go back. He'll get arrested. I don't give a fuck if I get arrested. The bottom line was, it's a misdemeanor. If they did something stupid, shit was going to go. Like I said, I went over there. I handled it. I wanted to really see. The attorney's corrupt. The judge is corrupt. They're all fucking corrupt. I will never go back there. I donated, helped that. The mayor in that town can suck a fucking whatever. He didn't even help the stepson. They're supposed to give money. Other towns gave a little bit. And then whatever. They don't give a fuck. I donated rice when that fucking typhoon came in. Even I had family members that helped. I helped. Oh my God. Fuck those people. Excuse my language. That's how pissed I am. Yeah, the Philippines. Yeah, people, that's the visa system. They do not like foreigners. They don't. My father was there in Vietnam, Clark, stationed. They used to go in there, the C-130s, bringing in injured people, dead people, flying them in. He knows. He's like, oh, God, that country's never changed. What, they got some more paved roads and more condos? That's what he said. He goes, He goes, that's a shithole. He said it. It's a shithole. Don't. Oh, no, it's different. It ain't different. Yeah, chosen Cambodia. Like I said, it's the first time I was there. I met guys that's been living there for a long time. One guy, two guys, 25 years, 25 and like 23. They like Koh Kong when it was more dirt roads and because they want to keep the tourists out. Like I said, some people live differently. But now they said the roads are all connected now because he said there was a time getting from Koh Kong to Phnom Penh. The road was really bad. I mean, I didn't get to see that, thank God, but it's growing fast. They're putting in, you can see how they're putting sewers in. They're building the roads the right way. Like I said, it's two different countries you can't compare. Cambodia, 17 million population. Philippines, 115, 120, and half of it's not documented, so it's way more. Because you know how the earth paperwork is. A Lifetime Fitness over here, $300 a month. Yeah. Oh, George 007, Lifetime Fitness over here, $300 a month. The place is packed, and it got some serious original style equipment, kick-ass. Yeah. Oh, Lifetime Fitness over. I used to go to Lifetime Fitness in Novi, and then I went to the Troy one when I was a long time ago, when I was working out that way. But yeah, when I first started Lifetime Fitness, man, this is a long time ago. 30 years ago, it was like 150 a month. I forget. I was at Genesis Health Club in Grand Blanc. That was like 125 a month, but it didn't matter. That place is so nice. You could get a haircut there, eat there, basketball courts, you name it. They had an indoor running track, tennis courts. We had the heavy bags dude, that place is awesome. I would pay here in the United States If the gym's close, I don't have to drive 45 minutes. If it was close by and they had a great gym like Lifetime, I would pay $300 a month because I get my money's worth. Hi, when you were in Manila Airport, February 20th to Seattle. Jim, yeah, I might have been. I always fly Manila to Seattle, yes. Did I come back February? Wait a minute. No. This time, wait. Wait a minute. I did December, January, February. Maybe I did leave the end of February. Yeah, why? Maybe. You think you saw me? You might have. Maybe I did come with, oh, February 20th. So February, so it's March. Yeah, that probably was me. I flew from Manila to Seattle. Then Seattle, I didn't read. It's the only flight I could get. I had 14, man, was it like a 14-hour layover over there? It had to have been me. Yeah, so if you were in Manila Airport, I buy food and because my wife, I said I wasn't going to drink. So I got to Manila Airport. I got 2 Red Horse and some food. And I'm walking down to go to where I go to do my gate. And they got another checkpoint. I'm like, what's this? Oh, you can't take that in there. As soon as I get in there, they sell the same products there. Another guy's like, yeah, I just bought like $10 worth of stuff. You know, we got the long flight, yeah, it winds you down. And they took it from them. Yeah, I can't, Jim. I bet if I seen a picture of you, we probably did. It was. I think I did come back. I'm looking on the thing here because it makes sense. February 20th. Yeah. Yeah, it had to have been because I went through March and it's only April 8th. So I've been back a little longer. Yeah, that was me. That's cool. Jim and Chira Travels. Yep, that was me. Isn't the majority of the Philippines food unhealthy? Yeah, Don, 100% unhealthy. Wow, you guys, I've been talking for a while. But I'll do another one. You know what? I'll start doing live streams every Thursday, maybe. Because Friday nights, I want to get off of work, take a nap, and then I can go to the gym, Planet Fitness. I can go to Planet Fitness. I can blog at night. They won't let me in the daytime. If I was in California, you can get a blogging license at Planet Fitness. They don't have that over here yet. So the lady will let me blog at night for my other channel. I want to do health and fitness, workouts and stuff, nutrition. That's why I haven't posted another video. I don't feel like doing, I want to get in there because they got the gym equipment. I can show how you set it up real quick, this, different workouts, you know, what was I going to say? You know, the intensity, duration, hypertrophy building, high intense, beginner workouts, all kinds of shit. It'll keep me busy. Oh, yeah. Chosen, surprise, so was I. White women in Cambodia, young and old. Philippines don't draw that women tourists. No, I seen that too. Tons of women. And in families with kids that were like 5 years old or 6 and 10, normal families just having vacation there. You're right. I did see a lot of that. I was telling a lot of people here too about that. Yeah, Thailand, Cambodia, you get white women going there because they're so great. Filipino have very thin skins. Oh yeah, very thin skin. That's will probably get sick of the black mold in the house. I think they fixed most of the roof and she cleaned it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can't. The guy that lives there, Nika's boyfriend, then technically to get him to do it, I'm like, I'll pay him. I mean, he lives there, uses electricity. Why don't you just fix it? But whatever, you know. Oh, too honest for you. Oh, hey, thanks for that donation. Maybe I should make another cup of coffee. It's supposed to be a rain day tomorrow, but if it doesn't rain, I don't sleep. No big deal. I'll just go to work. Worth will probably fail and Excel soon. Anyways, I don't know. Oh, your wife thought it was me. You know, I think it was. Like I say, I got that. I joke. CRS, can't remember ship. I think I did leave. It was February 20th. It has to be. And I did Manila to Seattle. Yeah. Yeah, it had to be me. For some reason, I thought I left like I was going to try to stay to the end of March, but I couldn't. It was February 20th. Yeah. Yeah. We did see each other. It's a small world. The thing too is I'll run into some people sometimes. They're like, Jim, I ran into the Maven. She's like, Jim, when I arrived from Kokong to Phnom Penh, I had to go to the visa, drop that off. I was just going to stay one night and then I go back to Kokong and then we became friends. I need to get a hold of her. I've watched their channel a couple times, but my back was out. I'm trying to get through work. I can't fall asleep because I'm still on Asian time, so I'm staying up late. Then you're going to work. Yeah, it was goofy. I'm trying to give it too honest a like here. Why isn't it doing it? That's weird. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm married. I'd say I'd buy a coffee, but you're married to a beautiful Cambodian wife for 4 years from Phoenix, Arizona. You are really going to like Siem Reap. Very nice. Oh, thanks. Love to travel. Yeah, I do. I want to go and check out Siem Reap. I guess they got some nice gyms there too. And then Angkor Wat, the temples. And when I go there, I want to do a really nice a blog. I'm gonna put a story together and get clips and do it right. And you're not gonna see me dragging, shutting the camera off. Something neat. And then I'm gonna show too when I fly into KTI Airport how simple it is. The immigration, the smiles, and right here, sir. And just it was pretty unique. It was 9 or 10 p.m. In Seattle, that's for Jim. What is it? Jim and Chariot Travels. 9 or 10 p.m. in Seattle or Manila. Because I can't. Yeah, it was. It was February. It had to have been February. Yeah, because I'm like, shit, I'm going back. And I'm thinking, okay, it usually takes about a week. I can start back at work. It'll be March. March is okay. March has been hell. Now it's finally getting good. I'm talking, could be 70 degrees. The next day it's minus 10. It was me. I was, I think I was wearing shorts. I didn't even have long pants. I believe I had shorts because when I got to Detroit, I was freezing my ass off and it snowed the next day. I was wearing shorts. Yeah, we had the stupid double checkpoint. Yeah, they took my two red horses and I had some food. Maybe it was 3. I was pissed because now I don't got no more. I had a little bit of Filipino money. But I was like, oh, man. Oh, you're going back in January, going to Baguio, then on to Thailand. And oh, okay. Yeah, I had a guy just hit me up, said he just came from Baguio. He said it was cooler, but nothing. He was like, but like I said, what works for you, and this is like what works for me. I'm not really a beach guy. I mean, I like it for a little bit. It's cool, but I'm not like, I mean, I am or I'm not. I'd rather like take a boat, you go over to the beach or something that's far, I don't know, but I can't just hang out at the beach all day. All right, Dave said, yeah, Baguio's a dump, don't waste. Oh, you did Manila to LAX. Okay, yeah, I've done that too before. LAX or I've been Manila to LAX, Manila to San Francisco. I've done so many different flights. But I like the Seattle one. But there's a new one, Detroit, I think, direct to, I could be wrong, Detroit to Hong Kong, then Hong Kong to, I got to start doing some faster flights, but because those layovers are kicking my ass. Oh, Jim and share travels behind the scenes. Oh, hey, thanks for the donation, though. Thank you. I'm trying to give you guys. Wonder what's going on with my phone. Oh, there's Tom's Way. Yeah, you guys. Tom's Way 1234. He's got some great videos on Cambodia. Um, it's so cool there. Camp is great, but maybe I'll see you in Phnom Penh. Yeah, we gotta hook up because we can do yeah, you can show me around. We can do a workout. I'm already writing down in Phnom Penh. I want to go to some like exclusive gyms. And if we meet up, I'll pay for your daily. So I got somebody to work out with. They got these international gyms. I want to go to a pretty cool one there. I went to some pretty neat gyms, but Tom's Way, he's got some cool videos. He just did I've been waiting for you to put out another one, but I know how it is. Blogging's not easy. Either you got it or you don't. But like I tell people, I'm going to give it one more try. I'll do it for 6 more months. I'm going to get over there pretty soon so I can get a bunch of content. I'll do video every day. I'll put some work in, effort. I'm just going to train, go to places, give it some effort, and we'll see. If it doesn't go, then I'll just do a video here and there. You know. See if you can get it to the next level, like Pro Life Traveler. Just kidding. Yeah, you never know. But yeah, I heard about Campot, man. In fact, I'm gonna go watch another video on it. They're all great. I don't know if Tom's Way, if he's still on here. I like Koh Kong because it's growing. The roads were really nice. The main roads, they have a Starbucks. They got a Lucky Supermarket that takes debit. Beautiful gas stations. They got a lot of banks. Then you got the bridge. You go over this bridge, and it's like at the river, but it connects to the ocean. So they got fishing there. That's where the Starbucks is, Lucky's. You go over the bridge, it splits off. You can go to the white sand beaches. You can take a boat over to another like island. Then you go over this way, and you can hit the big where Thailand, the border is, where you used to be able to cross. Maybe it's open now. I don't know. They got a casino down there hooked up to a hotel. It's $100 a night. That's it. You get big room. There's no other rooms. It's just $100 a night. It's kind of weird. Beautiful. Tons of pools, workout room, the free breakfast. It is cool. It's worth paying $100 because the rooms are monstrous. It's not, I think they all come with a 1-bedroom and then the living room, but, and then from there I can just travel. I can jump on the bus with the bathroom and travel anywhere from Koh Kong. And there's not a lot of tourists. They got a pizzeria there. The guy's Italian, right from Italy. You can get a good pizza. 2 really good restaurants, Western style with the aircon, where you can get steak. Great seafood there. I like it there. The gyms aren't the best, but they're okay. The one gym opens at noon. It's got the ping pong tables. It's decent treadmills. The other one, you guys probably seen the video. The equipment works. The treadmills are okay. It's okay. I like it. And then the apartment, I was like, don't get me wrong, I'll spend $300 or $400 if I have to on a room, but that apartment was freaking great. $150. It was clean. They do Soho, SOHO. It's called Soho. They have a pool, the nice workout room. They have kitchenettes, but I believe they're $450 a month. The rooms are around $30. I don't know if you get free breakfast there, but Soho is also in Phnom Penh too. So a little bit more, but I don't know. I just like Koh Kong, but I want to travel to some other places. 10 p.m. Manila was the flight. Yeah, you're right. Because I flew out of Dumaguete. I got to Manila. I had like a 4-hour wait. That was, yeah. No, that was me. It was February 20th. I was the guy too. Remember, I had shorts on. I haven't sent any money. We got in that fight. I haven't, and I can't. I went to that men's, it's called Game Day. And Game Day, it's HRT clinic. Because because I was waiting on my insurance. I should have just went to my old doctor, paid out of pocket for blood work, and got my prescription for testosterone. They would have gave me now probably just a month's supply. I go to that game day, like I said, $450, 1 month supply. They said it was supposed to be free bloods. They're liars. I gave them my debit card. They had it on file, so I canceled it. My medicine came. I canceled. They're paid. I just don't want them, like if it's some kind of prescription, I'm not paying $250 a month for 140 milligrams of test a week times 4. Come on. I got another, you know what I mean? I'll just go to the regular doctor. It's too much. Yeah, so my debit card, I'm not going to use a charge card to send on Remitly because that's even more money. No way. Oh, the animal abuse, Tim's Beach. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's another thing. I know in Cambodia, they have some dogs, but nothing like the Philippines. I just haven't been there when it's hot. But you know what? I'll take the heat over the chaos and the drama any day. Oh, Jim Share, you were Manila 5 nights, Cebu 4 nights. Wow, you did some traveling. So then I'll just go. God, I'm getting tired. So you know about the Philippines. You had to travel. If you only did 5 nights and then 4 nights, the infrastructure, get on this bus, wait at the ports. Maybe you had good. I've had it where sometimes the ports went okay, but there's big lines. I was stuck on the smaller bus, but I just been to the Philippines too much. It's been too much. It's not really a vacation. It's actually work. Not that I'm afraid to work. It's just, yeah, it was just too much. Oh, you're 54 like me, huh? And your wife's 55. Jim and Sherry travels. Wow. Yeah, I know what he's saying. I'll try to work on Campot video today. Cool. Yeah, I've been waiting on one of your videos. Take your time though. Like I said, it's Friday, or no, it's Thursday night. And we might have a rain day tomorrow. Yeah, I heard that was, yeah. Like I said, when I get over to Cambodia, I want to hit a bunch of different places, but I got to keep it quiet. I see a vision. I see how Koh Kong is and how it's spread out. And that place is probably going to be booming, man, in another few more years. And like right now, if they brought a nice gym in there right now, man, the gyms are good, but in upscale, I just like how you can get to the beach. And then I met some great friends there. And Cambodia is known too. They got that nightlife that's too wild. I don't like that. I went through it just to kind of blog, but that's not me. And Koh Kong's only got a little area of that. And you got the whole other city that doesn't have none of that, the massage parlors and all that stupid stuff. 1,500 in a laptop is big money in the Philippines. Oh, yeah. Sudexel, I'm done. Yeah, right. Hey, I like that. Yeah, I'm going to go hire an attorney from the Philippines. That attorney and the way he could smile and go, you know what really pissed me off is he had to, we got to meet. And I had to go to Dumaguete and go, well, you can wait till when I got to extend my visa and I got to go down to Dumaguete to immigration. Then he's like, of course he's late. And I'm like, we'll meet at Starbucks. I'm like, Starbucks? I don't even like Starbucks coffee. I mean, no, it's good, but I don't feel like buying a coffee for $4 when, or I'm not going to eat none of their food there. And so we get there and I'm like, I got to use the bathroom. I should have went next door to McDonald's. Oh, sir, you got to buy something here. You buy something, and then on the receipt, there's a code you type in at the Starbucks. It's all about money in the Philippines. That attorney, and he just talked around. I'm just sitting there like this, giving him that. I am a nice guy, but I just wanted to punch him in the mouth. I don't mean to talk like that, but it's like, just shut up. I know you're lying. Like, what are you even talking about? Nothing. He's just trying to justify his money that he's scamming me. And I wish my wife would have told me that he didn't show up in the court. She never, oh, you never told me. Because if you would have told me, I would have called that guy up on the phone and fired his ass. And then I would have never went back to the Philippines, you know? Because they just fucking lie. Holy moly, it's hilarious. But that's why, you know, they do it to themselves, karma. You know, karma's, it's real. You know, I know if I died right now, I mean, hopefully there is a heaven and a hell. I'm going to go to heaven. You know, what guy you're going to say a simp? No, I just got a good heart. And I'll be honest. I remember this morning when I'm taking a shower, I'm going, you know, I was only there one time. Of course, me and Dexel talked every day for 6 months. Not the first 2 weeks. Then it's, you know, calling. And yeah, it was kind of cool. Like they're living in this little house. And you remember when you're talking on the phone, the video camera makes that little house look a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Where they're hanging the sheets on the walls. And I'm not here to judge anyone. You know, I built that septic and a shower because I'm going to go live there. And then there was no gyms there. So sometimes I might go for a run. We did a lot of walking, maybe some push-ups, but, you know, come on. You've seen pictures of that house. If you were living in that house, sleeping in that house, you would freaking drink beer too. You'd sleep like this at night. You know, what's that? What's that? I mean, I seen big spider on the wall, like big one. You know, is it poisonous? You know, I'm getting bit by ants. And not to knock them, but I wasn't being mean or nothing. And yeah, I know she don't like drinking, but hey, I go back. We get locked out of COVID. You know, we start building a big house. I come back and then you know, it's been 27 months. I'm like, fuck, you know, let's get married. It took a month, but why did you marry me if I'm so this and that? You know, you already had the house. Why did you marry me? Because none of the kids went to college yet, you know, whatever. Because I'm an ATM. Not no more, you guys. Dude, I let a lot of stuff go. Like in this video, my teeth. I should have had root canals done on here. I didn't. I pulled them. Dental's outrageous here. I wasn't thinking. I'm like, I don't need these teeth. I can go get, I can get new ones made, you know, where they drill in and studs, and I never got those done. I'll probably get those done over. Somebody told me Cambodia's got really good dental there. So, you know, I need to take care of my stuff, you know. I did everything. But whatever, I'm not bitching. You know, it is what it is. You know, there's a lot of stuff you guys don't, you know, a lot of people, I mean, I started another business back up in COVID, you know, not having a driver's license. I could have. I just put it off. I always had, you know, people that would pick me up. I paid them, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, Tom Foley, hello. Sue Dexel, no. There's no, I'm going to get arrested. No, but I can get arrested over there, Dave. There's no way. Jim, I use my regular doctor and don't pay for a test. Yeah, I did too. But remember, I just went over to Cambodia and I wasn't paying $500 a month for insurance, so I just let it go. So now I found this different insurance and it takes a month. So I'll have my own insurance and I can do the same thing, yes. It'll cover me because I'm diagnosed. It helps for my rheumatoid arthritis. But you got to remember something was going on. So this clinic said free blood work. I'm like, I'm telling the lady, the reception, listen, you're not going to play me. I know business. I go, nothing's free. Oh no, it's free. It wasn't free. They just bullshit. But I got my bloods done. Like I said, my total testosterone came back 177. My test levels are usually at 700 or 800. 177. That's bad. I couldn't sleep at night. My joints are hurting. I was starting to get, I'm eating good. My workouts, I go to work out and I go, I don't want to work out. I'll just go do the elliptical. Or then I started hitting the punching bag. So I'm going to work the punching bag and then my shoulders are just killing. And I'm like, something's going on. So I was right. The testosterone I got in the Philippines is fake. Barry Jordan, incarcerated for 3 years. I think I've heard of that name. Was somebody, um, oh, hey, oh, you're talking to somebody, Beavis. Good to hear Farrell Frank is gone. I don't know who those people are. I've heard that name, but I don't. Oh, he's banned from YouTube, but I don't watch his. Oh, the educated class in the Philippines. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's so much. Yeah, you're right. There's so many people that get fake. And I'm sure they do it here, but it's rare. Over there, they can get fake college degrees. Fake you can get fake anything over there. Obviously, I got fake testosterone. and that's bad. My hormones, my joints, um, when my RA flares up, too many white blood cells that attacks the lining of the joints and stuff. I tell you, I just do bare minimum. Sometimes in the Philippines, when I was in Cambodia, the one guy goes, no, these are a little weak. You got to do 2 amps. I'm like, are you kidding me, really? So I was like, shit. If I'm doing a lot of exercise, I'm in Cambodia once in a while, I don't care if it's 200 milligrams. You're still not gonna, that's okay. But I'm not talking 3, 4, 500 milligrams of testosterone. So I end up doing the 2 amps and I'm like, yeah, maybe this shit is weak. Well, no, it's just a longer ester. Maybe it was made wrong. It took longer to kick in. And then I'm like, oh, I'll do another amp like a few days later. Then it did kick in. I'm like, oh shit, I got a video. I'm like, fuck, I got too much energy. I'm getting real strong. But then I just didn't need to do a shot for a long time. I let it balance out. It was real. So don't trust other expats, just like Tom's Way. You guys go if you want Cambodia, Tom's Away. He was just on here. He left the comment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, he's got some great, I watched like all his videos. And I actually seen some of his videos. I thought I didn't. I did. Before I went to Cambodia. He shows a lot of the different cities and the hotels and what he pays. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Gringo, Dexel, and the kids. I don't want the kids. Her kids were actually all good. I mean, I was just a little disappointed, but look at me, I've done bad stuff. I can't judge. It's just, the thing is, why did you hide and you don't tell me about the baby? Because I wouldn't have shut the business down, I think. I would have stayed and said, you know what, I'll just do a trip. That's not good. And like I said, I think she pawned the ring before, but she hid it from me. She wouldn't show me it for a long time and during Christmas, and I had a bad Christmas Eve. So it's all my fault. She does no wrong. I know she's got a sister I never seen. She left the message on here before. You don't know my sister. Good luck. So I don't know. You guys already know Filipinos. I don't want to talk about her anymore. I could care less. She don't, I purposely, you want to play that game? That's why I filmed. I had that girl, what's her name? Oh, Chantu. It's with the C. Yeah, Chantu. On purpose. You want to play games? Let's see how you like that. Because they're so fucking jealous, but whatever. She thinks, karma's a bitch. Because she don't know how my heart was, what I did. How much money. They just think you're so gifted. This is it. Her daughter can graduate. That's it. I don't know how they're eating. I don't care. Go get a job. She can do live videos. She can be on Facebook all freaking day. You got a passport? Go get a fucking job. Oh, I forgot. You got to babysit little Gyro now because Nika's working. See if that daughter even pays her. It's not my problem. I'm done. That's why the oldest she can take care of. And that's not even guaranteed. Maybe she gets a job. I freaking hope she does. Because no, I'm done. I let so much stuff go. Special Cool hardly ever leaves the basement only to make a video. Yeah, I don't watch that guy. I'm not interested in, I've seen a few of his videos before. I never watched. Angela City, that's a fucking shithole. What they got? One, it looks like one street or two streets. It's a bunch of hookers. Fuck, if you want that, go to Cambodia. They're fucking. There's got areas. They got at least they got hundreds of streets, and then they're clean. They're clean and they got good food. If you want that, I've seen it. It seemed better in the Philippines. As soon as she got pregnant, the daughter, maybe. Yeah, I know. Lucky Torito. Hey Jim, 4 is a lot of money now. Hey, at least you handle it like a real man. Salute. Yeah. But maybe, that's like, you got to remember, that's probably like, that's everything. The TVs, all the flights. I said, that's all in. Because I had a video, maybe the house, but then I had the house refixed, this, that, all the scooters. And, and I've even broke a couple things. I got so pissed. The 50-inch Sharp TV. That was only a year old, paid for. I got mad. I broke that. Because I can never get a straight answer. Like, God damn it, somebody answer me. Today, she still can't. She never told me that, it was a Paul. Don't use Paul's fucking head injury, And then it's always something. Then he's got to have a CAT scan. And then it was, the CAT scan's only, don't worry, it's only like 1,000 peso. And then now it's like 60 peso. They always change. It's always bullshit. It is. It's hilarious. Now you got to write it down on paper and initial it. That way you can go, look, this is what you said. And then they're going to go, I didn't say that. So you got to get them on. They're good. They think they're good, but in the long run, karma's a bitch. We'll see if her daughter, even when she graduates, gets a job, because that's it. Paul and Nika can pay for her food after that. It's done. I'm done. I told her, that's what I told her. I'll never talk to you again. Go buy my ring back. One of them's already gone. So go get the other one. What do you mean you don't have money? It's not my problem. Go get a fucking job. Obviously, then I didn't mean nothing. That's it. But hey, man, it's getting late. Pregnant. No, they didn't really, look at it this way. If, I could have flown over there first class, spent way more money each way on the airplane ticket, stayed in bigger hotels. Well, we did do a lot of vacations too, taking the kids around. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well, who knows? Maybe if I go over there and I go blog and I really put 100% in, put out some cool videos. Maybe the channel takes off. Maybe I get a brand. I can start making more money, and I'll just take every bit. Like I said, I just invest it, then make money on just the YouTube. Maybe I can get some of my money back. I don't know. I'm giving it 6 more months. That's it. Or, like I said, I'll get over to Cambodia here pretty soon so I can get some more content, blog. I got a couple ideas I want to meet. There's a guy I want to meet. I can't tell you guys. And then it'll be with the fitness industry, though. I'll tell you that. Stick to what you know. And I'm not going to be building houses in Cambodia with like apartment. No, unless they want to use most of their money. But fitness, it's something. I got a pretty good idea. We're going to see something. But next winter, I'll give it 100%. By that time, too, I'll have the right editing company I can use. And we'll go from there. We'll see. I want to try it because a lot of people don't. Well, if you're blogging about the Philippines, your chances of getting monetized are pretty good. But it's starting to slow down now because there's so many people blogging in the Philippines. But a normal person, if you're going to start a channel on fitness or home cooking, the odds are against you to get monetized. I didn't try YouTube. I was like, I want a YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel for a long time, like during COVID. It was just for pictures. Dexel said, hey, what about, you could kind of blog. I don't know about blogging. I could care less. But then, all right, Dexel James Philippines, we started it. And then I like maybe 12 subscribers, no videos. It was just a couple pictures. I practiced 1 or 2 times. I'm like, screw this. Went to the Philippines, a couple trips. Then I spent 15 months. I got back. I was so pissed. I go, I'm going to make a video. Originally, this video, I go, I'm going to post it so Dexel would see it. And it went viral for me, 100,000 views. I was monetized in 1 week, basically. And it made me 500 and I think I showed you guys, 46, 56 bucks. Didn't have a really good retention, but I didn't care. Then I posted a video a couple days later, and that one went like 35,000 views, 40,000. Then 3 days later, another one, there were like 40, 50. Those been all deleted. Yeah, so I'm like, just telling the truth. Peter Wilson. Yeah, they probably did. They kind of did. Am I going back? No, hell no. Now listen, before, come on. Why? Did you guys see any of my other videos I put out there? Hell no, I'm not going back there. I'm not going to end up like Pro-Life Traveler. I went back, I got handcuffed, fingerprinted. Those police were fine. But they shouldn't have fingerprinted me. They didn't do the other guy, like, come up 5 cops to the house. It's fucking nonsense. But like I said, I didn't finish paying my fine. I'm like, what? I'm going to stay here because the judge goes, well, you need to get your fine paid so you can have the release papers because I don't know if they're going to hold you up at immigration. I'm like, oh, great. Dude, 1 week goes by, 2 weeks go by. I think it's 2.5 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck? What's the Philippines? I'm like, screw this. The wife started pulling that shit. Oh, what about that girl? Jantu, this and that. I said, where's my ring? She started up in the morning, and I did my part. I didn't drink. I didn't. And a couple other times she pulled. Oh, I got some videos. I taped her. I got a video coming out on, they call it Tampu. It's almost like tampon. Tampu, like the Filipinos getting mad. Oh, you can hear, oh, fuck, the F-bomb, this, that, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And that's a light one. I wish I had the original one when she's slamming the door, break the hinges, and get the fuck out of my house. This ain't your house. Okay, got my passport, my phone. Where am I going to go? I felt worthless. I'm like, this is bullshit. So enough of that. Life's good, you guys. I'm done. I can bring it up. I'm not reminiscing in it or whatever that word is, but maybe I can help out somebody else so you don't have to go through it. I'm pretty good with taking, I don't like it, but I'm all gray. I'm pretty good with, I can take the shit. Remember, I'm sure I've been called a lot of shit back in the day when I had all them roughing crews. It doesn't matter. You can pay people good, treat them good. They start screwing up. You get rid of them, and then now you're the bad guy. I could care less. Yeah, hey, man, I've been on here for a while. Wow. So stay tuned. I don't know. I'll start posting. Can you get oxycodone? I don't do drugs. I really don't know. I know I was getting a toothache, and I told them, just to repair, I told them, give me some antibiotics for the tooth and pain medicine just in case. So when I got back, I read it. I had the antibiotics, and I wanted the real deal. I told them no generic. Then they gave me codeine, though, some. But I I didn't need them. And I threw those away, and I didn't need the antibiotics. I should have brought them back here to America, the antibiotics. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure maybe you can. An oxycodone. I don't know. Codeine, I know they had. Because it said codeine, 10 milligram. Yeah. No, I don't. Well, we're saying I don't owe 400 grand. I said that's probably what I spent over there in 7 years. The trips, all the hotels, the house, the scooters, the vacations, the store. We renovated somebody else's store. Deposits we lost, this, that. Maybe not. I don't know. I just rounded. I think I've had 14 flights over there already. The longest I stayed was over close to 16 months. Oh yeah, the stepson's head surgery, this, that. I don't even want to re-add it up. It's not over that, but it's maybe a little under that, somewhere in there. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's funny, good or bad decisions. Yeah, I know. Yeah, stanky boy rides again. That's a good one. Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you what, I was kind of nervous going immigration. Yeah, because you never know. You do a video and you say something, and somebody knows somebody. Next thing you know, like Pro Life Traveler. I don't really think he did anything wrong. I didn't watch a lot of his videos either. Um, I don't know. He's married to a Filipino. He had a baby. I mean, you got to admit, a lot of us, if you're living in the Philippines, we got to kind of be kind of goofy anyways. You know what I mean? I mean, I understand you go there your first couple times, but if you start living there, man, that's a goofy place. Now that I look back, it's it's poor. Like very, very, very poor. So I don't know. People say, "Oh, Cambodia's got poor areas." I haven't seen any. It's not chaotic like the Philippines. Yeah, there might be some areas that are poor, but it's not as poor as not even close. Not even close. 17 million population, Cambodia to what 115, 120 million Philippines, and it's a lot higher because they don't document shit over there. I don't believe it. You know. Yeah, I'm not welcome to go. I'm not even going to try to go back in that place. Because somebody could just get mad and say, "Hey, look at this video. What he said in the Philippines." Next thing I'm arrested. But hey, you guys, man, I can't believe I've been on here so long. Did you have a laundromat, Jim? How much approximately start at Lucky's? I got a video you can see too. You can see how fat I got too. Man, and I was training every day too. Well, whatever. Well, we started small, washer, dryer, just one. We didn't get the double ones. I wanted the Whirlpool and, had to build a septic and renovate it. And, it's all on the area you rent. If you start off and just get a double, the dryer, just start off with Whirlpool, this one, the dryer and those things last forever. Get an extra belt for the dryer. Simple, because if it doesn't work, you can take it to your house. If it takes off, then you can get the commercial ones, because those Whirlpools, this is the easy one that just got the knobs. Those things run forever. But for the dryer, it gets hot. You need to get backup belts. Order 2. You can get them on Shopee. Start off with that. And then a sink. But the washing machine and dryer, there's $1,000 a piece. You pay double than what you pay here. It depends on your rent. And then you could get another like washing machine, I guess. So you got 2 wash and dry area where you could run a fan, I guess. I don't know. We had a laundromat, sorry store, but we sold frozen food. We had the big leech on, roasted, where you could roast pig or chickens and pork, the nice professional one. Dude, I had everything. Fuck. Coffee, some show pow machine. We had the show pow king. We were selling the show pows. Oh, fuck. It looked all cool, but I'm sitting there all day cleaning. Think about it. I mean, if we had somebody that stopped off the road, they would buy coffee. Like, "Oh, wow, you got good coffee here and this." Because they're paying $1. For a cup. They can get coffee there for, I think it's 10 cents. That Nesta Cafe instant. But, anyways, you guys, I'm going to have to cut it, dude. It's been 3 hours. It's good talking to everybody. I got a video, though. I'll just say Lucky Torito Guavano. It's one of the last ones. You'll see Mini Mart, whatever you can kind of see. Thank God I didn't put all new windows in that place and make it really look like a 7-Eleven and pour cement in the front. Oh my God, I almost did. I was even going to get some solar panels to run some of the electricity down. Oh my God, thank you, Lord. Because I thought this is going to work. No, not when the school across the street opens up the same thing we got besides a laundromat. They got 2,000 kids. Oh man, we lost so many customers. But hey, I got to get going, man. I got to work. Tim Beach, not in the Philippines. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to give it a few years, but I'm going to really see how Cambodia, because I got a lot of buddies over there that rent. You can rent cheap. I mean, they're renting some stuff for like $300 a month. I mean, they got places there where you can buy, there's apartments, 1-bedroom apartments, and you got like 20 units and you're only paying $2,500 a month for 20 units, but you got to get the people filled in there. That's the thing. Like if you had a big channel, you could get a lot of guys that are getting 1-year leases, 6-month leases. But no, I'm always curious, but no, I'm not gonna, I don't have, no. I got to get these teeth fixed real quick. I got to fly over right now soon. No. But the gym, I got a couple ideas with these in the future. A fitness center. We'll see. But no, nothing right. No. The Philippines is not for me. Hell no. Never. No. I don't like the visa system there. I don't like I don't like the roads there. It's just freaking dirty. It's annoying. No, crowded. But hey, you guys, I got to get going. It's good talking to y'all. Stay tuned. I'll start doing one. I'll start posting. If it rains, maybe I'll do one tomorrow or something. We'll see. I don't know where a lot of you guys are coming from. I got to check and see if my studio tells me on the lives. I can get a lot of ages on the videos. Majority of the people 55 and older. 65 is a big one, but then fewer younger guys. But yeah, I don't know. I know when I was doing live streams, it would be Cambodia's time, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening, their time. So that's why I was figuring, see, it's morning time there. I tried to do one this morning, but I haven't been doing lives. It didn't really take off, but that was kind of Cambodian time, the same time before. Because I was looking, I'm like, whoa, I do a live, and it's like, you don't get paid much anyways. It's for fun. Unless people donate and buy a coffee. But the video, even on 2,000 views, I don't know, $7-8 or something, big deal. Unless people donate, buy a coffee, that's where you make the money. I don't see where, but I was like, it was still pretty cool, like 1,500. I deleted a lot of those too. 2,900. I think the best one I had hit like 5,000 views, and still with that, it was only like $10. I'm like, what? 5,000 views on a live 10? No, I don't know. People think, I don't know. I remember regular guys saying, oh, no big deal. I'm doing this live. I'll make enough money to buy beer and buy this and that. I think he gets a lot of donations or something, because the video, I think it's already set for monetized now. It uploads. It doesn't pay shit. Under $10. So I don't know. It's more for fun. Hey, you guys, I got to get going though. Well, I got to take a piss. Honestly, nowadays, I think I'm done with this place too. I was talking to Paul Doug the other day in the evening. It's planning to leave. Oh, wow. I didn't know. You told me that, Paul. He's thinking of planning. Dude, it's, I said this a long time ago. The Philippines is changing, but everyone, oh, you don't know what you're doing. I do. Just not, I mean, what do? You're in this deep in a relationship and they got stepkids. It's kind of like, fuck, you built the house. Like, then, I didn't realize how everybody drags everything out in the Philippines, the relatives, the court. It's like, holy fuck. That guy now, he'll probably go to prison. Hopefully, then what? His kid, I mean, I got to worry about him trying to stab me. Fuck that. I don't need that. You know, the Philippines, I hate to say it, it's going downhill. Tons of crime now. You know, what do people do in desperation? You know, the rice is going up, wages aren't going up. They steal, they rob. I mean, come on. You know, look at these Filipinas. They're grabbing these old dudes, super old, and just taking advantage. You know, I don't know. But I can't talk much on that. I mean, I was kind of stupid. I had such a good heart. I felt my wedding was a disaster. It took for hours. My family's watching on live video. I remember, I guess my father was telling me, oh my God, you watch. He's going to walk out of that freaking church. Because I'm like that. I get pissed off. I'm like, fuck, I don't care. I just do what I want to do. If I'm done with something, I'm done with it. It's funny. You know. I got to go. I'm rambling. Tired. Good talking to you guys. I will I'll try to make a commitment on Thursdays or whatever day. I'll just post when I'm going to do it. I think at least you guys get a heads up. Or you like maybe on the fly. You know how I am. Sometimes I get bored. I'm like, and I'll do it. So hey, thanks for your comments, and stay tuned. We'll I enjoy talking to a lot of people. I've learned, like I say, this is how I meet a lot of friends too. Tell Tim Beach, if you see Paul Old Dog, I watch this channel a lot. I've learned a lot. But now tell him I don't really watch it so much because, you know what I mean? I've already had my own problems, and I got emails of, you know, guys that, same thing, you know. There's so many fucking weird stories. So anyways, you guys take it easy. Thanks. I gotta go.